season before we head to district tournament play here at Barren County, coming up in the 2021 season. And tonight, it's the next to last home game of the season for Barren County as they play host to Cumberland County. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer, Cameron Brown with stats tonight, and Todd Belcher in the studios of Nash 103.7. Glad to have you with us tonight. We're also on BCHS Live tonight as well. The Trojanettes coming with a record of 13-7. Cumberland County with a record of 3-13. The Trojanettes lost to Breckenridge County on Saturday afternoon in the South Warren Classic by a score of 71-42, while Cumberland County lost their last game to Butler County also on Saturday by a score of 54-47. The Trojanettes are rated, all over the place in different polls. Number 3 in the Lexington Herald Leader Poll in the 4th region this week behind Bowling Green and Greenwood. In the Bowling Green Daily News, the Trojanettes are ranked 2nd, and the Sporting Times are ranked 1st. And actually received votes in the Bowling Green Daily News, have received more votes than Bowling Green did for the top spot, but still in the number 2 spot according to the votes that were cast by the media. Lady Panthers are rated last in the region. Coach Kristen Anderson is her 5th year at Cumberland County, 17 wins and 114 losses. They're in the 16th district. They still haven't decided their district tournament yet, as Russell County is the number 1 seed, and then Metcalfe County, Clinton County, and Cumberland County all tied for 2nd. So, it's going to depend, Robert, on, I guess, a coin flip or a pill bottle or something like that.
Yeah, that's a weird district for sure down there, and as we've seen this year, anything can happen. So you're not going to really take this game or the first round of the district game or anything for granted. I think tonight our girls know that. They may see a record coming in here at 3-13 and think, well, this is going to be a breeze. Well, I think we've also done that a couple of times this year, and it didn't turn out too well for us. So I think we really need to focus on us tonight and get back to Barren County basketball with 4 games left in the regular season before we play Allen County here. It's been a long season, but down the stretch here, it's really flown by. Things are starting to warm up outside, and everything's changing after we couldn't get out of our driveway. Now it's 60 degrees, so it's time for the tournaments, and everything kind of feels like we're getting a shift to spring with everybody coming back in a couple weeks and the temperature. So, you really need to be playing your best basketball right now.
Cumberland County only 3 wins this year, but they were against 2 15th district opponents in Glasgow. They beat Glasgow 52-49. They beat Monroe County by 8, 62-54, and they beat Metcalfe County 54-49 in a 16th district battle. That game in overtime. They've lost their last 4 ball games to Casey County 63-48, Monroe County the second time around 54-40, Logan County 44-33, and Butler County 54-47. They've not had a winning season since 2007-2008 when they won the 16th district. They were 25-7 that year. They went to the 4th region semifinals, and the last time a Cumberland County team beat a Barren County Trojanette team was 2015. They finished 10-17, and they were the 16th district runners-up, and that's the last time the Lady Panthers had been to the 4th region tournament. They've really struggled for the 4 past years, 4-25 last year, 3-25 2 years ago, 0-30 back in 2018, and 7-21 in 2017. Barren County has pretty much doubled up on the scores over Cumberland County the past 4 years. But the Trojanettes coming back tonight with Raven Ennis back in the lineup after missing the last 3 games, and they're gonna need Raven Ennis down the stretch as we head to tournament time.
It's nice to have Raven back. She averages 16 a game. You look at the next person below her, and that's Varney, who just averages 6. So you got a trio of girls who average 6, and Emma averages 5. So we really have struggled to score. Our scoring average is below 50 for the first time in maybe this season, and struggling to score is not fun. It makes the rest of your game just kind of sag a little bit. So Raven should just inject some energy back in, if nothing else, finding a way to score the basketball, which we desperately need.
Yeah. We'll have more of the Don Franklin Auto Glasgow Countdown to Tip-Off pregame report coming up as we continue our coverage of Barren County basketball on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. we're about 11 minutes away from the Barren County Trojanettes and the Cumberland County Lady Panthers as we break down some numbers for you. Cumberland County averages 39 points a game. They shoot 30% from the field, only 19% on three-point shots, averaging just 2 three-pointers a game. They shoot 63% from the foul line and average 29 rebounds a game. The Trojanettes are averaging 49.3 points a game. They shoot 39% from the field, 27% on three-point shots, averaging 4 a game, shooting 65.5% from the free throw line, and they're averaging 25.5 rebounds a game. There's several games around the area tonight as we take a look at the area schedule, brought to you by CRS Construction, providing exceptional construction service with the highest attention to detail. Some of these games are canceled at last hour. This is what's on the schedule for tonight. Bardstown girls at Bowling Green, while the Bowling Green boys are at Allen County, Scottsville tonight. Warren East girls at Edmonson County. Doubleheader in Glasgow tonight at Scotty Gym. Clinton County is at Glasgow unless those games have been canceled. Clinton County is scheduled to play in the All-A State Tournament later this week. That's the reason why the game on Thursday with the Trojans have been canceled. Nelson County girls are at Hart County. South Warren girls and boys at Logan County. Greenwood girls and boys are at Metcalfe County tonight. Also on the schedule, Monroe County at Russell County in a girl-boy doubleheader. Christian County is at Warren Central in a girl-boy doubleheader, and Muhlenberg County boys are at Russellville. Let's take a look now at the Zaxby's keys to the game tonight for a Trojanette victory.
Cumberland County really rebounds the basketball well. They're plus 30 in rebounds per game, which is about 8 more than we are. So we really have to rebound the basketball. And aside from that, I think we need to work on us. We talked about our offense. We've got to have shots in the flow of the offense and not pass those up. We don't want to play selfish basketball, but I think we really need to look for shots in the offense and not be afraid to take those. If we miss, that's what it is. It's better than a turnover. We had a bucket full of those against Breckenridge County the other night, and maybe that'll help increase those scoring averages and get our points per game up above 50, where, it's got to be, really, to be honest with you, to compete for a district title or even a region title.
Right. Well, we'll come back and take a look at tonight's starting lineups. We're about 8.5 minutes away from tip-off of the first quarter of the Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Half. And we'll continue our coverage here from Barren County High School in a moment. This is the Don Franklin Glasgow Countdown to Tip-Off pregame report on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. Yes, sir. Game brought to you by SCRTC Total Communications for the Cumberland County Lady Panthers under fifth-year head coach Kristen Anderson. They'll start Maggie Morgan, a 5'4" junior, averaging 11 points and 10 rebounds a game. Carly Nettles, a 5'6" sophomore, averages 6.5 points and 7 rebounds. Kaylin Franklin, a 5'7" junior, averages 5.5. Danielle Cooper, a 5'3" senior, averages 4 points a game. And the other starter tonight will be Abby Morgan, a 5'1" seventh grader. She'll start in place of of the senior point guard Katie Patterson, who's out tonight. Patterson been averaging 7.5 points and 5.5 rebounds a game, but will not play tonight. Also, their top three-point shooter on the Lady Panthers squad. Barren County Trojanettes 13-7 under sixth-year head coach Piper Lindsay, assisted by Scott Chapman, who's back tonight. Chad Withrow, Brent Spillman, and the starters for the Trojanettes tonight. Katie Murphy, a 5'6" freshman, averaging 6.5 points and 4.5 rebounds. Raven Ennis back in the lineup tonight, a 5'10" junior, averaging 16.6 points and 6 rebounds. Emma Hughes, a 5'6" senior, averages 5 points a game. Addison London, a 5'8" junior, averages 6.5, and Abby Varney, a 5'5" freshman, also averaging about 6.5 points a game. That's your starting lineups, and Coach Warren Cunningham, who's also the athletic director here at Barren County, wanted me to make this announcement before district tournament time. And on Monday and Tuesday of district tournament week, the gym will be cleared and cleaned in between games, and all fans for the first district tournament game will leave, and then the gym will be cleaned up before the fans enter for the second game. Now, each school is receiving 200 vouchers for their game, and the vouchers can only be used for the designated game. All fans that enter must have a voucher to purchase a ticket or a district tournament pass, and the tickets will be $6 for the district tournament, and the regular season vouchers and passes are not valid for the district tournament. No coaches' cards or any other cards are valid for entry, and there will be no staff pass list like they've had during the regular season. And the second game on Monday and Tuesday of the district tournament will not start early. The earliest it will start will be 7:45. The first game will start at 5:30. There will be a minimum of 30 minutes between games, and the gates will open 1 hour prior to the start of the first game each night of the district tournament. And if schools have a student section, they will be located in the chairbacks behind the goals. The area will be blocked off and designated as the student section. So do you understand all that, Robert?
I got it. When's the quiz?
And that's the way things will be for this year's 2021 15th District Basketball Tournament. It's going to be starting in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 hours and 15 minutes between games gets everybody in and out of here, and gets everybody cleaned off, or all the seats and everything cleaned off, so you kind of get a fresh group of people in. And I guess if you want to stay for the second game, you got to have a voucher for the next game. So it's just going to be a little bit different. It'll be the same way going to region. It'll be a whole new set of rules, and they're doing the same thing at the state tournament. So I know there's a group of people that always just kind of comes and wants to see basketball. Well, this year you'll have to have that voucher to be able to do that, and that's at every level. So, but it'll be an interesting time, fun time, and I know it's been a weird, wacky season, but ultimately I think our kids are happy and everybody's happy that they've gotten to play, and maybe things are looking more like normal as we head into a spring sports season. But we can't let down our guard or let down our mask, if you will, to make sure those kids get their spring season after being canceled last year.
Right. I want to remind you that we'll be broadcasting each and every tournament game, as we always have for many years now, here from Barren County High School, every 15th District tournament game, and also from the 4th Region tournament. A little different this year. The first round is going to be at 4 different district winners' sites, so you're hoping your team, and I'm talking about Barren County, Trojans and Trojanettes, can win their district tournament in hopes of actually hosting the first round of the regional tournament, because only the semifinals and championship games will be played at Diddle Arena this year, not the entire first round like we've seen in the past. And that's due to the COVID situation.
Last time we did that was 2002. That was my senior year. We had to go play Central, and they were really good.
They were really good that year. Yeah. So that is the way the district tournament stands up. And I don't think they're going to allow the bands in here, and only 10 cheerleaders for each school. So a lot of different things are going to take place, and with the 200 vouchers for each school for the fans to come in.
Yeah, more than likely won't have a student section just because of the allocations there. Right. There's just not many left for those students. Maybe a few will sneak in, but by no means a big ruckus sections that we normally have. So there'll be some things missed, but it'll still mean as much to hang a district banner as it does every other year.
Yeah. The officials for tonight's game brought to you by Barren County Sheriff Kent Keene, and they are Barry Vincent, Eric Loggins, and Jared Combs. And we'll be back with the Farmers RACC Jackie Brownie Memorial Opening Half. First quarter of action sponsored by German American Bank, supporting the communities they serve and believe that when the community thrives, its people prosper. You're following the Trojans and Trojanettes from Barren County High School right here on 1043thescore.com and Nash 1037.
Would everyone please stand? Gentlemen, please remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Barren County High School Gymnasium for Kentucky High School Women's 4th Region basketball action. Our game this evening is between the visitors out of the 16th District, the Cumberland County Lady Panthers, and the home team on the scoreboard, your very own Barren County Trojanettes. And now introducing the starters for the Lady Panthers. Starting at one guard, number 2, Franklin. Starting at one guard, number 4, Danielle. Starting at one guard, number 5, Abby Morgan. Starting at one guard, number 22, Maggie Morgan. And starting at forward, number 15, Carly Neville. The Lady Panthers, first coach by Kristen Anderson. And now introducing the starters for your
And welcome back to Barren County High School here on this Tuesday night as the Trojans and Trojanettes take on Cumberland County. Cumberland County Lady Panthers in green uniforms, white numbers, and Cumberland across the front of their jerseys in white, outlined in black. And their bench to our right, Barren County to our left, their home white uniforms. Trojanettes across the front of their jerseys in burgundy, outlined in gold with burgundy and gold stripes down the sides. You're listening to our broadcast on Nash 1037, WHHT FM, Cave City, Glasgow, online at 1043thescore.com, and on BCHS Live tonight. Glad to have you with us as we are rolling through the final 2 weeks of the regular season before we head to district tournament play, starting 2 weeks from last night. Hard to believe it's almost here.
Quick. Yeah, this Cumberland County team, we said in the opener, had 3 wins. They won 3 in a row, and they got Monroe County and Glasgow and Metcalf all in a really good time, all in the middle or at the start of losing streaks. So hopefully we're able to come in, take care of business, and end, a 1-game losing streak, but end kind of losing 2 out of 3.
Yeah. Cumberland County will get the basketball first, as I guess they won the coin toss. We never did get to see the coin toss. Anyway, Cooper handles the basketball for Cumberland County, hands it off on the right side of Franklin. Franklin on the dribble against Katie Murphy. Gives it out now to Morgan. That's Abby Morgan starting, 7th grader for Cumberland County tonight. Franklin giving it on the left side to Nettles. Nettles left to the key. Over the right side it goes to Morgan, and that's Maggie Morgan wanting to drive. A whistle and a blocking foul. And they're going to put this on Emma Hughes.
Maggie Morgan's their leading scorer, only 5'4", but she is a strong kid. She plays shortstop on their softball team. She's really good.
5'4" junior. Cumberland County with the basketball. They get it into Maggie Morgan. Now to Nettles, right of the lane, trying to go up with a shot. Had it blocked on her. Coming out there with it is Ravenettis for the Trojanettes. Ravenettis trying to make a move down the right side. Now looks and throws it out to Varney. Varney, dribble left, hand is off to Murphy. And now Murphy against the 7th grader guarding her in Abby Morgan. Here's a lob intended and down into Ennis. It was kind of a lazy lob. Took a long time up in the air. Spin move by Ennis. Puts it up off the window and in. Turn one way, went the other.
Nice footwork. Yeah, the lob play didn't work, but we at least got a bucket.
And all that Barren County has to do is pressure the basketball. Cumberland County try to get it across, and they do as Franklin gets with the basketball left side over to Cooper. Now on the high post left, it's Nettles. Back in the corner now to Cooper. Out it comes to Abby Morgan. Turns and gives it right back out to Franklin. Franklin guarded by Abby Varney. Dribbles with the left hand. Left side going to the basket. Had it blocked out of bounds by Varney.
They're really not a three-point shooting team right now, especially without Patterson out there. She's the only one that even hits threes in double digits for the season, so we can really pressure them.
And Cumberland County trying to find somebody open. There's Nettles. Gives it back in the corner now to Cooper. Goes over the shot. Hit the left side of the backboard. And the Trojanettes have it going the other way. 6:26 to go. First quarter. In the corner, London. Out to Varney. Going to drive to the basket. Goes up against Nettles and puts it in.
One rotation, and they were completely mismatched or unmatched maybe, and we took advantage.
And a 4-0 ball game as the ball almost got away. Cooper has it. She's in a trap trying to dribble out of it. And now we got a whistle and timeout by Coach Kristen Anderson. 4-0 the score. This will be a 30-second timeout. 6:07 to play. Barren County off to a 4-0 start. To talk about Cumberland County, rated last in the region this week in the Lexington Herald Leader. Fifth-year coach Kristen Anderson. She was a former Lady Panther herself that played in the regional tournament the year they went 25-7 and lost to Barren County. You remember that butt shot from T.J. Thomas back 2007 in the regional tournament that gave the Trojanettes the victory to move on that year.
A lot of people remember that game, but a lot of people don't remember they beat us on senior night here that year. They were really good. That was a really good high school game, and maybe one of the reasons we ended up winning the region was we kind of used that as motivation to get it together.
As they get the ball in play, it's Morgan. And they lose it, and it comes right down to Murphy from Ennis, and she lays it in.
Yeah, we should be able to get some points off the press tonight like that.
Yeah. As the ball comes into Cooper, loose ball to the floor, Murphy gives to Ennis for the 3-ball, and it's no good. Off high. Rebound to Cumberland County. Coming out there with it is Morgan. Stops, gives it off for the left corner. Shot goes up and in. It was a nice shot there for Cooper. Only averages 4 points a game, and the only senior besides Patterson who's not playing tonight. Murphy goes underneath, missed the shot, gets her on rebound, had it slapped loose, but got it back top of the key. Ennis travels.
A high dribble, and I think couldn't corral it and took an extra step.
6-2 the score. Barren County, 5:25 to go first quarter. Still in the press. As the ball gets away, Varney's got it with the Trojanettes, feeds to Murphy, lays it in.
She's really good when she gets the ball off that press, finding with her head up somebody to get it to and scoring.
And Varney with the Edward Jones, Jamie Harrison says, here's a ball slapped away. They're going to say that got a reach-in foul on Katie Murphy. Her first and the team's second.
She smacked the ball away from Cooper, and I think that was clean, but she tripped her up.
Yeah. So Nettles, or rather Morgan, will toss it in, comes in the corner, and then falling down, they're going to call a foul on Varney.
We've got to be really careful not to rack those fouls up in the press. The other night we pressed, I think it was maybe against Franklin, and didn't even have any fouls half or more than majority of the half.
So 3 fouls already on the Trojanettes. We've played almost 3 minutes of the first quarter as Maggie Morgan gets the ball in play, trying to go up the, and have a blocking foul on Varney again. My. Her second, team's fourth.
I think it's a combination of just a little pressure, but Cumberland County just not being able to stay on their feet, and they're falling down, and we're just automatically saying that's a foul.
Yeah. Katie Elmore, 5'6", 8th grader, checking into the Trojanet lineup. Here's Maggie Morgan. Elmore fell down just like Varney did then. Here's a layup on the other end as Nettle scores.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we did there, but definitely didn't cut her off.
And that pass down to Ennis. Nice pass from Katie Murphy at almost a mid-court for the Edward Jones-Jamie Harris assist. It's 10-4 Trojanettes. Elmore trying to cut off here on the sideline. And out of bounds, it'll stay with Cumberland County.
That was a tough catch by Raven. It's almost one of those comeback routes that are thrown to the back shoulder by a receiver. She had to stop on a dime and lay it in.
Yeah. Franklin with the basketball for the Lady Panthers. Bounce pass, high post left. It is Maggie Morgan trying to turn with it. Gets rid of it off to Abby Morgan. And back out with it is Cooper. As Cooper goes right side off the screen, drives the bucket, and a whistle and a traveling violation on Cooper. So Barren gets it back, 4:25 to play in the opening quarter, leading 10-4. Katie Murphy with the basketball for the Trojanettes. Goes left side with it to Elmore. Elmore feeds it in there to Ennis. Knocked away. Maggie Morgan has it for Cumberland County. Driving left side and trying to go in for the shot. It's no good. Try to get her on rebound. A whistle and a jump ball with possession arrow to the Trojanettes. Addison Smith, a 5'2" sophomore, comes in for Katie Elmore.
You saw that last possession. That's one of the first times we've had to go in the half-court offense. Not very good. We've got to improve in the half-court if we want to have a chance to hang a banner or move on.
Right. Katie Murphy out of the right side of the floor, sends it straight away over to Smith. Smith got away from the defender. Here's London wanting to make a move, but can't. She's cut off. In there to Hughes. Oh, it ranged off the left side of the rim. Got to hit shots like that.
I think it was 15. We missed 15 wide open or almost open layups against Franklin the other night.
Working off the screen. 10-4 the score. Right side is Cooper. They work it down in there to Nettles and back out to Cooper. Now Maggie Morgan with it. Back to Nettles. Nettles curls into the lane. Up with the left hand. A shot goes in.
Can't let her take it from one block all the way to the other. But nice move with the left hand.
Yep. 10-6. There's London underneath. Putting up the shot. Good. As the Trojanettes quickly got back down the floor, it's 12-6, Barren County. As Abby Morgan, the 7th grader, gives it out now to Cooper. Cooper, bounce pass on the high post to Nettles, turns, looks, gives it back over to Morgan. Morgan dribbled it off her foot, and Katie Murphy diving to the basketball, gives it off to Hughes. Got 3 on none. Hughes drives, lays it up and in. 14-6 Trojanettes, 2:48 to play here in the opening quarter. Lady Panthers with the basketball, and the ball almost got away. Here's going to be an attempted shot, a foul called on Katie Murphy, and that's her second. So now 2 Barren County starters with 2 fouls. Varney's already on the bench. Now Murphy will have to head to the bench, but 2 shots coming to Cumberland County.
Played without Katie for a while the other night. It's not something you want to do, but sometimes because of just foul trouble, it's going to be a necessity.
Yep. It's Franklin at the line. She's a 67.5% foul shooter. Katie Gerald's in the game, a 5'7", 8th grader for Coach Piper Lindsay. She came in for Katie Murphy. Second shot is good for Franklin. Makes it a 14-7 ball game with 2:38 to play here in the first quarter. Katie Elmore with the basketball, dribbling to the left side off the screen from Hughes. They had to slide off and change. Had it swiped out of her hands, but she lost it out of bounds.
Katie's going to slide over and run point. She did that the other night, and will hopefully be successful with it.
Franklin with it for Cumberland County. Works off the screen left, sends it down the corner to Cooper. And back out to Franklin. And then she has it taken away from her by Elmore. Up court it goes to Smith. Across to London. And the ball goes off of Morgan and out of bounds before Addison London put down the dribble.
Yeah, Morgan was just there to get a hand on it or to prevent a layup.
Kagan Walden, a 5'3", 8th grader, is checked into the Cumberland County lineup for Kaylin Franklin. Barren County's ball. They work it right in there to Gerald's. Shot high over the rim as it was defended. Here comes Cumberland County back the other way with 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Cooper giving it down in there to Maggie Morgan, working against Hughes, missing the shot, trying to get her on a rebound. Diving for it is Hughes on the floor, and a whistle. We're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow back to Cumberland County. Gracelyn DeWeese, a 5'10 junior, will come in for Katie Geralds for the Trojanettes with 1:52 to play here in the first.
She's running a lot of kids in and out, maybe more so than normal, to try to find the right rotation.
Maggie Morgan works it inside, puts it up and in.
Good little ball fake. Just went right around all of us and laid it in.
14-9. Barren County with a 5-point lead. Here's Elmore. Long bounce pass in the corner. Hughes a 3. It's off the mark. And rebound to Cumberland County with 1:34 left in the quarter. And they throw it away. Unforced turnover. They threw it on the far side of the court. And Cooper, just a little wide for Cooper to get to.
It's 8 of them in the first quarter for Cumberland County. And to be honest with you, 8 turnovers and you're just down 5, that's not terrible.
And Katie Elmore with a bounce pass to Addison Smith. Back to Elmore in the left side. Feet to the baseline. Here's London with her shot. No good. Batted up in the air. Grabbed by DeWeese. Turns and bounces back out to Smith. London for 3. Right wing. No good. Crashing the board in there. Maggie Morgan. And a foul on Barren County.
You see, she's one of the main reasons why they have so many rebounds. They average 32.5 a game, and she averages double-digit rebounds. She actually averages almost, well, if she gets a few more points. Well, no, she averages 11.1, so she does average a double-double a game.
Yeah. 14-9 as we come down to a minute to play here in the first quarter. Cora Kraft in the ball game, a 5'5 freshman. Shot is missed down low, a whistle and a foul on the rebound. And it is charged to Danielle Cooper of Cumberland County. That is her first of the team's first. Now Franklin will return to the Cumberland County lineup. She'll replace Cooper. 1 minute to play here in the first quarter. Barren County with a 14-9 lead. Elmore with the basketball. Gives it in the middle now to Ennis. Now gives to Smith. Hooks it back to Elmore. 3. If it goes, no good. Long rebound comes off for Cumberland County's Abby Morgan, the 7th grader. 45 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Working with it out front. They go left side with it. Back out to Franklin. Right side it goes to Abby Morgan. Abby Morgan trying to work against London and almost threw it away. So it comes back out to Franklin. Franklin off the screen left. Drives to the basket. Puts it up and in. 14-11. Barren County with just a 3-point lead and 19 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here's Addison Smith with the basketball. Working it down in the corner to DeWeese. Back to Smith. Feeds it back over to Elmore. In the corner, London lets it go. It is no good. Missed it badly as DeWeese gets the rebound. Throws it back out to London. Hooks it back to Elmore for 3. No good at the horn, and that's the end of the first quarter. Barren County 14, Cumberland County 11. We'll be back with a second quarter after this break. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. And it is time for quarter number 2 here from Barren County High School, presented by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Trojanettes 14, Cumberland County 11. Katie Elmore gives it over to Smith. Smith down to the left corner to Hughes. Feeds it in there to Ennis. Ennis turns toward the bucket, throws it up, it's short. And rebounded there by Nettles for Cumberland County. Gets rid of the basketball up to Franklin. Franklin will bring it across the midcourt stripe. As Franklin works against Elmore off the screen to the right. Now looking. Should have been a traveling violation there. Maggie Morgan working to the left side. They give it to Franklin. Franklin now down low, intended for Maggie Morgan. Diving for the basketball is Elmore. Jump ball, possession arrow to Cumberland.
Not a great quarter close for the Trojanettes. We missed the last, 7 shots, and we've already missed our first one here in the quarter.
And there's Maggie Morgan giving it out now to Franklin. Franklin drives, throws it up on the run. It came up short. Saved inbounds by Ennis into the hands of Elmore. Gives it back to Ennis. Ennis into the front court. Angles off to the right side, and she palmed it.
Don't see that call very much, but that's our 4th turnover. We shot 7 of 17 in the first quarter, but we went cold late, including a lot of missed three-pointers. We were 0 of 6. Cumberland shot it well, 5 of 9, 55%. If they hadn't turned it over so many times, 8 times, they might have the lead.
Played almost a minute. It's just a 3-point lead. Here's Maggie Morgan driving against Hughes and puts it up. It's no good. Ennis with a rebound for the Trojanettes. Ennis drives and kicks it off inside there to Hughes, and back out it comes to Smith. Smith in trouble, and now gets rid of it off to Hughes on the left side. Lobs it back out to London. London can't penetrate, gives it back to Elmore. Murphy and Varney both on the bench with 2 fouls. And Elmore on the right side of the floor. 6:35 to play here in the first half. Elmore, bounce pass right side, Ennis. Ennis in the corner, trying to go inside there to Hughes, over to London. 10-footer on the left side, good. 16-11, Trojanettes.
1 for our last 9, so we break an 8-shot-in-a-row missed streak.
Franklin with the basketball for Cumberland County. Bounces it off to Nettles, right side of the circle. Nettles putting down a couple of dribbles. Gets rid of it to Maggie Morgan, left of the circle. Goes right side with it over to Jayleanna Smith, a 5'6" freshman who's in the ball game now for the Lady Panthers. On the right side, Franklin fires a long 3 that's no good. Rebound to Hughes.
Good block outs. Now score.
Ennis sends it down the floor. Elmore with a great catch. Back out to Smith. Gives it back to Elmore in the right corner. Elmore trying to go baseline against Morgan. Trying to get around her. Bounce pass in the left corner to Hughes. Hughes turns and fires it back off to London. Hughes back out to Ennis.
We were literally standing on top of each other. We've got a space, and if we rotate that, that's an open 3, even though we haven't made very many tonight.
And Smith gives it over to London. Left corner, Ennis fires it back there at free throw line for Smith. The shot is in there.
Stepped in a couple of shots, or steps on our last couple of shots, and we're 2 of 2.
I think Addison Smith's got a little shiner on her right eye there, a little black eye.
Maybe got that one Saturday.
Probably did. It was a rough game. 18-11, Trojanettes. Cross-court pass coming right side of Franklin. Franklin back out to Nettles. And Nettles puts down the dribble. Going off the screen left, trying to go against Hughes. Puts it up too strong. Ball hits the floor. And out of there with it is London for the Trojanettes. Ahead up to Smith. Smith goes under, puts it up. She's fouled. And it'll be on Smith of Cumberland County. Her first, team second.
Ton of fouls called there early, and there haven't been very many since.
Fouls number 23, Jalena Smith. That's her first, team second. Smith, step line.
And Addison Smith, 5'2" sophomore, at the line for the Trojanettes. Free throw is no good. First free throws for the Barren County Trojanettes here in the half. And Elmore's going to check out for Coach Piper Lindsay. In for her is Ann Ashley Atkinson, a 5'7" 7th grader.
I think that's 10 players Piper's played here in the first half.
And the second shot missed by Addison Smith. Cumberland County with a rebound. Back the other way. Cooper into the front court. Bounce pass off from the high post. The give and go as one extra step made by Cooper. We'll give it back to the Trojanettes. Mia Long, a 5'4" freshman, in the lineup for the Trojanettes.
Make it 11. She's really trying to work some kids in and see what works.
And Atkinson with the basketball on the right side picks up her dribble, bounces it off to London. Sends it out to Long over the left side corner. Ennis now putting down the dribble, throwing it cross court back over to Atkinson. Lets it go. It is no good. London trying to get the offensive rebound, but it's taken away from her by Morgan. Cumberland County with 4:10 got a wide open three-point shot. Left wing, no good. But an offensive rebound. Nettles going back up, had it blocked from behind, and then Ennis blocked it again. Ball is loose on the floor as it was tapped out by Maggie Morgan. They go inside. Here's a shot going up, no good. Barren County cannot get the ball, but is finally chased down to the far right corner as Addison London comes up with it. Gives to Ennis with a crossover move. Cut off. Has to throw it back out to London. Straight away with a three. No good. Offensive rebound by Atkinson. Now Ennis fires for three. Got it.
Finally, I think that's 8 before we hit our first one.
First People's Bank three of the night for Barren County as Raven Ennis has 7. It's 21-11 Trojanettes. And working with it left side. It's way off the mark. Trying to get the rebound. It goes out of bounds off of Ennis. Allie Bowie, a 5'8 freshman now in the lineup for Addison London for the Trojanettes. And in for Cumberland County is Cora Kraft. As they try to get it inbounds. They get in there to Nettles. She goes up, and a foul on Ennis. There was a whole lot of contact there, but nope. That'll be her first and the team's 7th. They'll put Carly Nettles at the line, a 67.5% foul shooter on the year. Free throw is good. A lot of rim, but it goes down. Makes it 21-12. Second shot of the way, good again for Nettles. Barren County came in as a 27-point favorite and only lead by 8 right now, 21-13. 3:10 to go in the first half. Here's Long, left corner to Bowie. Skips it over to Ennis. He'll fire it up for 3. It is no good. And rebound, Atkinson. Got out of there with it, lobs it back out to Ennis. Ennis trying to penetrate down the lane, goes in for the shot, banked it in off the window.
Need a little bit more of that to space the zone out and make them respect you. Just take it to the rim. Not a lot of free throws shot, and that'll help that too.
Yep, 23-13. Barren County, 2:42 to play. First half, here's a shot coming up short. Long rebound, Atkinson. Ahead up to Hughes. Hughes is going to drive to the basket, gets bumped, puts it in, and a foul.
Absorbed the contact really well and kept her balance. And really, that's a situation where you use that corner of the window and let it go in.
Give her a People's Bank shot on that layup as Emma Hughes scores her 4th point of the game. Foul was on Smith, her 2nd. Free throw by Hughes is good.
If Cumberland wouldn't send 5 people to the glass and rotate somebody back, that would cut down a ton of our fast break points because all we're doing is rebounding, leaking somebody out, and throwing it for the layup.
26-13. Trojanettes have now doubled it up on Cumberland County. Here's Nettles with the basketball. Feeds it off to Maggie Morgan. Fakes, drives in against Hughes. Cut off. Back over goes to Nettles from 12. It's no good. Offensive rebound. Going back up and a foul. It's going to put Cora Kraft at the free throw line for 2 shots.
They have some kids that really play hard. We talked about the Morgan girl just at 5'4". She shouldn't be a leading rebounder on any team and double figures, especially she's really working hard getting a lot of offensive boards right now. So that's some of the things that Piper's probably frustrated about.
Cora Kraft, only a 41% foul shooter, misses the first. And she'll have one more. 26-13, Trojanettes, 2:15 left in the half. Here's a shot by Kraft. She got that one. 26-14. Ennis with the basketball for Barren. Gets rid of it over to Long and back to Ennis. Back to Long. She's going to fire it up for a 3. Drains it. Mia Long gets in the scorebook with a People's Bank 3-point shot, and it's 29-14. Nettles, free throw line, dumps it down low. Shot put up and in by Maggie Morgan. That is her 2nd field goal tonight. 1:43 left to go here in the first half. 29-16, Trojanettes. Ennis fires it down to Bowie. Baseline shot good for Allie Bowie.
On her groove offensively a little bit. We've made our last 4 now. 5 out of our last 6.
31-16, Trojanettes a minute 25 to go in the first half. Kraft with the basketball. Almost lost a handle. Atkinson had a hand on it, but couldn't retrieve it. Now Nettles with it out to Cooper. Top of the key, cuts back left. Lobs it down in low there to Morgan. Turns and puts it up. It is no good. Allie Bowie with the rebound for the Trojanettes. Outlet pass comes to Raven Ennis. Ennis fires it on the right side. Here's Atkinson with a shot. Good.
We found something here with just scooting it in a few steps. Our girls, what I really like, they're ready to catch and shoot, and that definitely helps.
33-16, 51 seconds to go in the first half. Nettles pass deflected up in the air, but taken in there by Kraft. She has it swiped away by Atkinson, but Cumberland County keeps it alive with 40 seconds to go. On a give and go, they lob it down into Maggie Morgan, out of bounds. Barren County's ball with 35 seconds.
Well, he pointed to the green way.
Well, I thought Morgan touched it last. She was out of bounds.
I agree with you. She was, but I guess I don't have an explanation.
Couple of changes for Cumberland County. And 21, Cassie Branham, I believe it is. That's a 5'8 freshman. 35 seconds to go. Got double zero. Molly Vincent, a 7th grader, in for the Lady Panthers. Ball goes right in the hands of Atkinson as her teammate broke the other way. Loose ball on the floor, but Ennis there to grab it. 27 seconds left in the first half. 33-16, Barren County. Ennis straight away over to Long, down in the corner to Atkinson. Fires it down in low there to Hughes, and back out it comes to Atkinson. Ennis at 12 seconds to play. Back to Long. Right side corner, Atkinson. Back to Long. Now Ennis will pull the trigger. 3. No. And Atkinson gets knocked to the floor on the rebound with 3 seconds left. And it's on 22, Maggie Morgan, her first. It's only the 4th team foul on the Lady Panthers here in the first half.
It's something quick here.
Yep. Long, right side of the bucket. Throws it out to Ennis. 3 in the air. Rims, no good. That's the end of the first half. Trojanettes lead it here at the break, 33-16 over Cumberland County. And we'll come back with a South Central Bank halftime report in a moment. This is Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. School as the Barren County High dance team performs during our halftime festivities. Trojanettes 33, Cumberland County 16 here at the break. We welcome you to the South Central Bank halftime report. South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help. Cumberland County with only 6 field goals in the first half. They were 4 of 6 from the free throw line, and they were led in scoring by Carly Nettles, who had 6 points in the first half. Couple of field goals, 2 of 2 from the foul line. Maggie Morgan with a couple of field goals for 4. 3 for Kaylin Franklin. Danielle Cooper scored 2 and 1 point for Cora Kraft, as Coach Kristen Anderson played a total of 10 players in the first half. The Trojanettes with 15 field goals in the first half. 2 of those were three-pointers, 1 of 3 from the foul line, and led in scoring by Raven Ennis, who has 9 points, 4 baskets. 1 of those a three-point shot. Katie Murphy, who went out early in the first quarter, picked up 2 fouls, scored 2 buckets in the first quarter for 4 points. Emma Hughes has 5 points and a couple of field goals and 1 free throw. Addison London with a couple of free throws for 4. Abby Varney had 2 points in the first half. She went out early in foul trouble with a couple of fouls. Addison Smith with 2 points, 0 for 2 from the line. Allie Bowie with a 2-point basket. Mia Long hit a 3-point shot, and Ann Ashley Atkinson with a 2-point bucket in the first half. And Coach Piper Lindsay playing a total of 12 players in the first half.
She really exhausted her bench, that's for sure. And we got 9 points from some of those kids that don't see a whole lot of minutes. So that's a nice lift on the offensive column. So stat-wise, Barren County was 15 of 31 in the first half for 48%. Not really great from behind the arc, just 2 of 12 for 16. But comparative to Cumberland County, we had double the amount, more than double the amount of field goals and 10 more field goal attempts. So they were 6 of 21 for 28%. They really struggled in the second quarter specifically. They were just 1 of 12 overall. And that's why we were able to go on that 19-5 run there in the second quarter. They did not hit a 3 out of 2 attempts. They were out-rebounded, so we won the rebounding battle 12-10. They turned it over 10 times, and we turned it over 4. And a little aside here, Cameron threw at us. He said that we had 10 assists, so that is an assist on 22 of our 33 points in the first half. So good job sharing the basketball, looking for shots, being unselfish, and really struggled, to be honest with you, in the first quarter. And our bench gave us the lift, throwing those kids in there, way to be ready to play and come off of the bench and get into the game and know what you're doing. A lot of times, you're just sitting there watching the game when you don't normally get in, but they were ready to go and contributed positively.
Barren County led just 14-11 at the end of the first quarter, came back in the second period, outscored the Lady Panthers 19-5. And those 10 assists in the first half brought to you by Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Harris. Let Jamie Harris of Edward Jones assist you today with your financial planning. Trojanettes 33, Cumberland County 16. Of course, this is the next to last regular season game at home, as the Trojanettes will be in action again Friday night at Caverna, then on the road at Grayson County next Tuesday night, before coming back home to host Central Hardin, part of a girl-boy doubleheader, as the Trojans will play Edmonson County a week from Thursday night, and then we'll head to the 15th District Basketball Tournament here at Barren County High School. So it won't be the last home game for either team next Thursday night, but hopefully can get the first-round win in the district tournament to be able to play in the championship games.
That's definitely an oddity, finishing with a doubleheader at home with 2 different teams. Usually it's a 16th district team, and hopefully we can rebound. I looked up a stat that we've got a second for maybe. We have lost 5 times, both boys and girls, at home. We've only been swept in the last 5 years 5 times.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive when you think about the boys and girls teams. So there's only been one school, or basically one school a year come in here and beat us in sweep doubleheaders.
Man. That's pretty impressive, as you said. And then, of course, I mentioned the 15th District Basketball Tournament will be all here at Barren County High School, and we'll have all the tournament games throughout the week. And then we'll get to the regional tournament. Hopefully, we'll get to host a first-round region tournament game. If not, at least get to the region where we'll play a first-round game at wherever site that might be. And then we'll be broadcasting, of course, all the fourth region tournament semifinals and championship games from Diddle Arena. Well, we're about 2.5 minutes away before our third quarter, and let's get some second half Zaxby's keys to the game.
I think we actually rebounded the ball better than I expected us to, and we got a little burst off our press, but overall we're getting transition buckets that really allowed us to pull ahead and sharing the basketball. So I'd like to see us work on our half-court offense and make that productive instead of just getting all transition buckets.
Farmers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial second half coming up next. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. Quickly, a Coca-Cola scoreboard update, if I can pull the scores up here. At report halftime, it is Metcalfe County girls trailing Greenwood 38-33, and also Glasgow girls leading Clinton County 31-28 at the half. Barren County's basketball as we start the third. Got all the starters back on the court for Barren County. Ennis handles it, gives it out to London, swings it left side, and the backdoor pass is deflected by Ennis, or rather by Nettles. They try to go to Ennis with it. Now Ennis turns and fires a three, and it's off the mark. And battle for the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds in the Barren County bench. And they're going to say Emma Hughes touched it last, with two Lady Panthers surrounding her in front of her.
I guess we're a little rusty, but I have not seen that play not work 2 times in a row all year long. Both times the pass was a little short and didn't connect with Raven.
And Nettles hands it off out there. Top of the key three coming off. Rebound Nettles back up, no good. Claiming the board is Ennis. Pushing it down the floor for the Trojanettes. Sends it off in the corner to Murphy, trying to go baseline. Throws it in the lane to Hughes. She puts it up. It's in and out. Rebound to Maggie Morgan for Cumberland County. Off to Cooper. Cooper will bring it in front court to set it up. And they dump it to the high post to Maggie Morgan at the right elbow. Turns toward the basket against Hughes. Puts down the dribble. Throws it off in the right corner now to Cooper. Trying to go back down low. It's taken away by Hughes. Stepped in front of Maggie Morgan. Here's Murphy. Long pass down to London. London turns and she walked. Got into a crowd down low. And instead of just going up for the shot, she wanted to pass it off and call for steps.
Took a tough angle and passed up the shot. I'd say 60, maybe 70% of the time that that results in a turnover.
Yeah. And Morgan had the ball slapped away from her in front by Murphy, and then digging it out of there's Morgan, and throws it underneath and back to Morgan, puts it up and in. Kind of some sloppy play right there. Diagonal pass, left corner, it is London. The shot is no good from 18 feet away. Whistle, foul of the rebound, and it's on Abby Varney. That's her third. Team's first the second half.
We need her out there to get some minutes to just be part of the flow, but already she's going to have to come out at the next dead ball.
Cumberland County with the basketball. Play just over a minute and a half. Nettles with it left of the circle. Fires it off to Morgan. 15-footer right side, no good. Nettles goes up, and she's fouled. And it'll be on Raven Ennis, and that's her second. Team second of the half.
Foul trouble forced us to go way deep in the bench in the first half, and May in the second as well.
Nettles is 2 for 2 at the stripe, and that one comes off the rim. Atkinson will come back in the ball game for Coach Piper Lindsay, the 7th grader.
She's rewarding kids that have played well. And that's why you see a little bit different rotation.
Second shot good for Nettles. She has 7, and it's 33-19 Trojanettes. Murphy with the basketball out front. On the dribble, coming to the left side of the floor. Long bounce pass in the corner to Ennis. Gives it out to London, top of the key. Back to Murphy. Back to Ennis out of the corner for 3. It is no good. Nettles with a rebound for Cumberland County. Gets her the basketball to Franklin on the left side. Franklin driving, going up against Murphy. Shot it up off the glass, no good. Ennis with the board. Ennis loops it down to Murphy, across to London. Out it comes to Atkinson from 17. It's no good. Morgan with a rebound for Cumberland County.
It's their first 5 this quarter.
As Franklin has it in front court for the Lady Panthers. Gets rid of it to Maggie Morgan, right of the circle. Out it comes to Cooper. Now Cooper goes right side wing. Morgan had it slapped away by Hughes and out of bounds. .5:19 to go here in the third quarter. Barren County 33, Cumberland County 19. As Maggie Morgan to the right baseline, looks to inbounds right underneath the Nettles. She tried to go up, and it was Hughes that got a hand on it. Forced the jump ball, possession arrow to the Lady Panthers. And Cooper looking to inbound. Has to force it in there to Nettles. Back in the corner to Cooper. Now it goes back to Nettles in the right corner once again. Back to Cooper. She'll circle it out. Guarded out there by Atkinson. Right side, it comes to Franklin. Franklin to the top of the key. Back over the left side. In the corner is Nettles, and back out to Franklin. Franklin starts her move to the left off the screen from Nettles. Now here's Abby Morgan back out. And then goes down low in there to Nettles, working inside, has it taken away from her by Hughes. Her and Ennis had her doubled up down low. Ennis on the right side gives to London and back out to Ennis. Comes to Murphy, back to Ennis on the right side. Feeds it down, is knocked away by Hughes, or tried to go to Hughes, knocked away by Nettles, but retrieved by London. In the middle, Ennis turns, one dribble, turns again, tries to pivot around, off balance shot, no good. Morgan with it for Cumberland County, down the left side of the floor. Now stops and looks and throws it back out front to Cooper. Right side it goes to Morgan. That's Abby Morgan wanting to drive against Hughes, and Hughes cuts her off at the baseline. In trouble, smacked out of her hands and out of bounds.
Yeah, 4 minutes in, haven't scored.
Yeah. Seems like our third quarters have been a struggle here lately. Well, just can't get anything going.
Our first quarter wasn't much better tonight, even though we scored 14 points. It was more about the defense in the first quarter. Right now, just an offensive woe.
4:02 left to go here in the third quarter. Barren County 33, Cumberland County 19. Cumberland County's hit a bucket and one free throw here in the third period.
I really think you look at their record. They're 3-13. They just had those 3 games where they had that little winning streak. They're not a 3-13 team. I really think they're better than a lot of teams that we've seen, to be honest with you. And they have some pieces. What they really have is they play hard. They look like they're good kids. They listen. They've got several coaches over there trying to coach them up, and they've got some pieces that'll be pretty good. They're playing 7th and 8th graders and freshmen just like we are. So in the next few years, that's something to build on.
And got to remember, they're missing their second leading scorer tonight in senior Katie Patterson, who averages 7.5 points and 5.5 rebounds a game.
Only play one other senior. Only have one other senior on the roster.
That's right. That's Cooper. Ball out of bounds off the Trojanettes, and let's see who's coming to ball game 14. Is that right? Emma Kraft, 5'6" sophomore for the Lady Panthers. She just came in. Pass picked off by Atkinson. Atkinson heads to the middle, now to the right side of the floor, and tried to go to Ennis. It's stolen away by Abby Morgan, the 7th grader. Taking it down the left side, pulls up, gives it out to Cooper. Now Cooper fires it to Morgan. Morgan against Hughes. And now off to Kraft, having to dive for it in front of the Cumberland County bench. And the ball scoots off of Morgan and out of bounds.
I said that about them. Now they turned it over 2 times in a row.
Murphy trying to fire it down to Hughes, and it's out of bounds through her hands. I thought maybe somebody else got a hand on it.
I would agree with you. I thought that got tipped away for it. Got to her hands.
For Cumberland County's basketball, 3:18 to go in the quarter. It's a 33-19 Trojanette lead. Here's Maggie Morgan right of the horn. Had it smacked away by Hughes. They're going to call her for a reach-in. And that is her second and the team's third of the half.
Just a poor offensive quarter all the way around. 3 total points. Is that it?
That's
in the whole quarter, we played almost 5 minutes.
Yeah. As Cooper tries to inbound, comes in the corner to Nettles on the right-hand side. Nettles sends it out now to Kraft. Kraft hands it back off to Cooper coming by her. She'll circle out into the front court. Goes to Nettles. Nettles turns and goes back to Cooper. Cooper penetrating down the lane. Here's her runner. It's up. It is no good. Maggie Morgan and Katie Murphy both going to the deck. Jump ball possession arrow to Barren County. Maggie Morgan, who's the only Lady Panther that averages in double figures, 11 points and 10 rebounds a game. Double-double a game. Has 6 in this one. Here's Ennis firing it down to Hughes. Goes off Maggie Morgan and out of bounds. Coming back in for the Trojanettes, Mia Long for Addison London.
She hit that 3 in the first half. I think that's her first shot she's made all year long.
And almost fell out of bounds. That was Long, but here's Ennis working inside, throws it across. Intended for Atkinson. I don't think she's really looking for the pass.
No, she was expecting Raven to take that shot since that's the way the play is designed. Pass up a shot. Another turnover.
Kagan Walden, 5'3", 8th grader, in the Cumberland County lineup. 2:35 to go. And Barron's been outscored 3-0 in this third period.
Only got 6 shot attempts in 5.5 minutes.
And Kraft bounces it over to Walden, back over the left side. A 3 in the air, no good. Rebound off to Ennis, but then Morgan touched it last, trying to rip it away. Be out of bounds to the Trojanettes with 2:17 to play. Katie Murphy with the basketball. Long diagonal pass right side over to Long in the corner. Comes back out to Murphy. Swings it left side over to Ennis. Ennis turns and gives it back to Murphy. Penetrating down the lane. Scoops it up, no good. Maggie Morgan with a rebound. Off to Cooper.
Didn't have an angle. No way to get that in.
Cooper comes off the screen. Gives it now to Walden. Ball gets away, but Kraft there to grab it, and a foul call on Mia Long. Her first, team's fourth.
Number 2, Mia Long, that's her first, team third. Reentering the Trojanette lineup, number 5, Smith.
Addison Smith back in the Trojanette lineup.
Lady Panther lineup, number 23, Smith.
And Jayliana Smith, here's the ball getting loose, and Ennis has the basketball, almost had it stripped loose, and fires it off down to Long. She'll lay it up and missed it. Rebound comes off to Kraft for Cumberland County with 1:30 to go here in the third quarter.
Be an understatement to say this has been a tough offensive showcase here in the third.
Yeah. Almost a walk there. Kraft out of the right wing, looking, covered up by Smith, feeds it down low in there to Morgan. Morgan double team down low, bounces back out around the perimeter, left side, 3 in the air, good. Now long 2 for Jayliana Smith. 33-21. And here's Long firing from 18. It is in and out. Rebound by Atkinson. The putback is no good, but a foul. Foul on Emma Kraft, the first foul of the second half against Cumberland County.
The fortunate thing, when you don't score a point in the quarter, you can't let the other team just rip off a big bunch of points, and they haven't done that. So that's why we've been able to keep a lead, even though that's just our first point all quarter.
First point at 57.5 seconds to go in the third quarter. 34-21, Barren County. Cumberland County has scored 5 points in this quarter. Second shot for Atkinson is good. She's got 4 points in the scorebook. It's 35-21, Barren County. 55 seconds to go, third period. Cooper with the basketball, or Franklin that is. Works it in there to Morgan. In a lot of traffic, puts it up. It is no good. Ball knocked out of bounds, and they're going to give it back to the Lady Panthers with 43.2 seconds left. Smith to toss it in for Cumberland County. And inside, we're going to have a foul call as Franklin was trying to penetrate in the lane. Foul on Addison Smith, her first, team's 5th. 2 shots for Kaylin Franklin. She was 1 of 2 at the line back in the first quarter. 67.5% foul shooter on the year. And the first one is in there for point number 4. Makes it 35-22, Barren County with 40.8 seconds to play, third period. Very ugly third quarter. Second shot of the way, rims good for Franklin. 35-23. 38 seconds left, third quarter. Smith gets rid of it to Long. Down the left corner, Hughes, back to Long. Over it goes to Smith. Sends it to Atkinson in the right corner. She dribbles halfway out, gives it back to Hughes in a circle. Over it goes to Long for 3. No good. And a rebound. Going to have a foul on Atkinson for coming over the back. Her first, team 6th. Cassie Brandon, a 5'8" freshman, comes into the Cumberland County lineup. She'll replace Cora Kraft. 20 seconds to go in the third. As they work it left side over to Walden. And now we've got a whistle and a traveling violation out front on Brandon. We'll give the ball back to Barren County with 13.4 to play. Mia Long sends it over to Smith. 9 seconds left. Atkinson down in there to DeWeese. Goes up and has it blocked on her. Got it back. Sends it back to Atkinson. Fires it up. Good. Wow. Right before the buzzer. And Atkinson from about 12 feet away gives the Trojanettes 4 points here in the third period. They're only 4 points. It's 37-23. Barren County after 3. This is Barren County basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow. 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. It is the fourth quarter, brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Trojanettes 37, Cumberland County 23. As Barren County got outscored 7-4 in the third period. We're going to have a foul on Mia Long. She tried to dive for the loose ball, but came into contact with Abby Morgan. So the foul on Long, her second, and that's Barron's seventh of the second half.
We missed 13 field goal shots in a row before we hit that one, pretty much at the buzzer, to give us our only field goal in the third. And, fortunate that they're not closer than 14 points.
Missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Barren County with the basketball. Smith hands it in front court to the right side. Out to Long. Gives it to Ennis, trying to drive the baseline. We're going to have a whistle and a blocking foul. And it will be charged to Maggie Morgan. That is her second of the team's second.
22, Maggie Morgan. That's her second, team second.
Addison Smith will toss it in. Left baseline. Going to have to hurry. And finally gets it in play to Atkinson. May have got away with a walk there, a little nudge. And Coach Piper Lindsay calls a timeout, 30-second timeout. So take a People's Bank timeout. The People's Bank in Glasgow working for you. 7:33 to go in the basketball game. Barren County 37, Cumberland County 23. And the Trojans and the Cumberland County Panthers in our second game tonight. Also, it is homecoming night here at Barren County High. We'll have that at halftime of the boys' game.
Maybe our biggest crowd we've had all year, and I know homecoming has a little to do with that, but it's definitely a huge crowd for a Tuesday night game. You got the band, maybe more band members than we've had in a while, and you got the full accompaniment of cheerleaders. So, it definitely feels like a normal basketball game tonight.
Yeah, Glasgow leads Clinton County after 3:43-41 of the girls' play on the Coca-Cola scoreboard. Atkinson, right wing, out to Ennis, fires it up for three. Bounces off the front of the rim. Morgan with a rebound. Barren County struggling from the field tonight.
We only have 2 threes, too. Is that right?
Only 2. Both of those were in the second quarter. We outscored Cumberland 19-5. And here's a shot from the free throw line that's no good for Cooper. Ennis racing down the floor with it. Ennis all the way to the bucket, misses the layup. Crashing aboard is Maggie Morgan.
Nobody stopped the ball. Ravens got to be under control and just lay that gently up off the glass.
A little over a minute gone here in the fourth. Going to get Abby Varney back in the game, who's been on the bench most of the night in foul trouble. Nettles with it left of the key. They work it inside there. Shot goes up, no good. Could have been a foul right there. But Atkinson has it, gives it over to Ennis. Left wing three, no. Rebound by Atkinson, back up way off the mark. Put up and in by DeWeese.
Graceland had her hands up, ready to catch that one. Good job on the offensive glass for the putback.
Only 2 field goals the entire second half for the Trojanettes. 6:20 to go in the ball game. It is 39-23. As Cooper gives it over to Morgan. And we got a whistle away from the ball. And they're going to put it on Graceland DeWeese.
We called 2 or 3 fouls tonight as us trying to defend the post. Morgan is, even though she's little, she's just a back-to-the-basket type post who post up and they try to get it to her. They just don't do a great job getting her the ball.
Yeah. Nettles puts it up and in for her 8th point of the night. She's 4 of 5 from the foul line. 8 points for Carly Nettles, 39-24. Second shot of the way for Nettles is good. 39-25. Trojanettes have 16 fouls. Cumberland County with 6 the entire night so far. Mia Long on the left side. Gives to Abby Varney. Back to Mia Long. Right side it goes to Ennis. Inside there's DeWeese. DeWeese turns, trying to get out of the lane. Yep. There's going to be the 3-second count.
You gave that or not odd stat, but the stat of the disparity in fouls. I honestly think Cumberland County, for a lot of the games, been more aggressive and more active than we have, and we're the ones with the fouls.
Yeah.
So maybe that's us not playing defense well either.
5:46 to play, 39-25, Trojanettes. Pass comes over to Nettles on the right side. Nettles puts down the dribble, trying to look at Morgan, can't find her. Coming back out with it is Cooper. Now Cooper out in the middle of the floor. Goes left side to Abby Morgan. She curls, goes down the lane, and a whistle and a foul. And it's on DeWeese. That's her third.
Barney was in the area. I thought they were going to get her for it.
Allie Bowie will check back into the Trojanette lineup. Had a field goal back in the second quarter. She comes in for Graceland DeWeese. 5:25 left. Barren County by 14. Free throw is missed by Abby Morgan. And that's stolen away. Here's Maggie Morgan putting it up and in. Took it away from Ennis. 39-27. 12-point lead for Barren. And here's Varney. Fakes, goes up the baseline. She's cut off, double team down low, and a jump ball. Possession arrow back to the Trojanettes. And Coach Piper Lindsay going to bring three of the starters back in with Katie Murphy, Addison London, and Emma Hughes.
I think we'll end up having starters. Well, maybe not. She's going to leave Bowie.
And Murphy on the left baseline looking, throwing it out to London, back to Murphy, left corner, feeds it down low in there to Bowie, back to Murphy. Murphy bounce pass over to Hughes and now gives to Ennis. Ennis through the pass, and Nettles there to get it. And slapped it and took it herself. Nettles out front now. 4:50 still to play, and it's only a 12-point lead for the Trojanettes.
They hit a shot. It could get interesting.
Ennis trying to dive for the loose ball and picks it up, gives it off to Murphy, fires it down to London, lays it up and in.
Instead, we get a turnover and a fast break point. One of the only ways we've been able to score tonight, honestly. It hasn't come in the half court.
41-27. 4:26 left in the basketball game. Kraft with it on the right side, heads to the top of the key. Now gets rid of it to Abby Morgan. Out now to Cooper. Cooper going right side, feeds it down in there to Maggie Morgan. Blocked in there by London, taken in there by Hughes as she goes to the floor. Going to get a foul on Maggie Morgan. Her third, that'll only be the third Cumberland County foul of the second half. Barren County's basketball, 4:10 left, leading 41-27. Barren came in as a 27-point favorite on paper. Right corner, London, down in there to Ennis. Ennis double teamed, whistle, 3 seconds in the lane.
That was, I think, off the ball. I don't think that was on Ennis.
3:58 left. Cumberland County with the basketball. As Cooper had some problems with it there. Now Kraft gets the ball swiped away, but a foul on the Trojanettes. It's going to put it on Bowie. Her second. That's 10 fouls on the Trojanettes here in the second half. And it's going to be 2 shots for Cora Kraft. Kraft was 1 of 2 at the line back in the second quarter. 41% foul shooter on the year. This shot goes up short. Abby Varney back in the game for Allie Bowie for the Trojanettes at 3:49 to play. Barren County 41, Cumberland County 27. And here's Kraft's second shot. It's in there.
Unbelievably, at this pace, we're going to actually decrease our scoring average. You thought, this would be a game where we could increase.
It keeps going down. Going to have a foul on Cumberland County. Be on Cooper, her second, and only the 4th foul on the Lady Panthers here in the second half. Our point total average is now 49.3. After tonight, it's going to drop a little more. Yeah. It was up in the 50s.
Mid-50s probably, wasn't it?
London loops it over to Murphy. Murphy, right side corner. Ennis will fire, and it is in and out. Ball hits the floor. Taken by Cumberland County with 3:28 to play.
You can see why they're a really good rebounding team. They do a good job blocking out, and they're aggressive. They just push you right underneath the rim and go get the ball.
Yep. Morgan turns toward the basket, putting down the dribble against Hughes. Stops, looks, turns. Bad pass, loose ball. Diving for it, still diving for it, and a foul going to be called as Katie Murphy went diving for it. Maggie Morgan came over the top of her. And that's going to be her 4th. Team's 5th of the second half.
Foul zone number 22, Maggie Morgan. That's her 4th.
3:11 to play.
Team 5th.
One of the reasons our point total keeps going down, we have not shot the 3 well. I looked at the last 2 games, just 15 of 24. We're right around 20% from 3.
Hughes in the right corner out to London. Hooks it over to Murphy in the left corner. Varney will fire, and it is no good. Ball loose as Hughes tapped it off, and it's Varney going up with a shot. The blocking foul will be on Cora Kraft. Her first, team 6th.
Foul zone number 12, Cora Kraft.
Abby Varney at the line for the Trojanettes. 73% foul shooter on the year. Only a 2-point bucket back in the first quarter. Of course, been in foul trouble quite a bit tonight as well. Varney takes her time on the first. Puts it in the air, and it is no good. Barren County was 1 of 3 at the line in the first half. 2 of 3 here in the second half. Second shot for Abby Varney. It's on the way, and she got that one. 42-28. Barren County, 2:53 to play. Kraft will get rid of it over to Cooper. And a timeout by Cumberland County. 2:48 to go. This will be a full timeout with the Trojanettes leading 42-28 over Cumberland County. And I was going to check and see if I have any scores to pass along to you on the Coca-Cola scoreboard. Last report, Glasgow girls leading Clinton County after 3, 43-41. And at last report, Greenwood girls leading Metcalfe County 38-33. South Warren was at Logan County tonight. Monroe County at Russell County. Among the doubleheaders going on. Bowling Green boys at Allen County, Scottsville tonight.
See if I have anything real quick. Take a second.
Christian County was at Warren Central tonight. Girl-boy doubleheader. Muhlenberg County boys at Russellville.
Bowling Green girls, this is a big score. Bowling Green girls are up 30-22 over Bardstown. Bardstown's the 3rd best team in that 5th region, and they're right on Bethlehem's and E-Town's heels. You look at those polls, and you're saying, well, why are we losing and not playing real well, and we're still moving up and right there in the upper echelon of the polls? Well, it's because Bowling Green's played Manual, it's played Bethlehem, it's played Wayne County, and tonight they play Bardstown. They've lost those last 3 games, but they're playing really, really good teams. Wayne County's got that Blevins girl, it's really good. Bethlehem's one of the top teams in the state. Manual, Butler, they're playing really good teams, and they're going out of region. And then we mentioned Saturday how we haven't been successful out of region, but they're still playing that competition that's better than anything around here.
That is true. That's why Bowling Green's number 1 in the region right now. 2:42 left as they work it around to the right side as Cooper with the basketball. Sends it down the corner. Maggie Morgan had it stripped loose from her by Katie Murphy. Ball's loose again, and Maggie Morgan picks it up, goes underneath the nettles, and she lays it in.
9 out of 10 times, that's a turnover. We're taking it the other way. Cumberland didn't give up and actually ended with a layup.
42-30. Murphy in the corner to London. Back out to Murphy. Long range right. Skip pass comes left side to Hughes. Out to Varney. Varney goes back to Murphy. Murphy in the middle there. Underneath to Hughes. She puts it up, and it came off the rim. Rebound Cumberland County. They can cut it to single digits with 2:07 to play. 3-point shot would do it to cut it to 9.
Last time they had this chance, we got a turnover and a layup. So
on the right side, here's a lob, and, Varney saved it in bounds, but it was going to go out of bounds if she hadn't saved it. Morgan gets the ball. She puts it up, and she's fouled by London.
Hesitated just enough. If she'd have went straight up, it's a layup, but hesitated. We fouled her. She'll have to earn them at the free throw line. 20, how many point favorite tonight?
27.
And they got a chance to just make it 10.
Yeah. Free throw is up good. Maggie Morgan, her first trip to the charity line, and she's a 63.5% foul shooter on the year. Has 9 points tonight. Make it 42-31. And this one's good.
We got our starters in, too. We've been a large portion of the game where we've had a big combination, so let's see how we close the game out.
Hughes, left corner, Varney. Back out to Hughes. Feeds it down in low there. Innes up and under, trying to go up. She's fouled by Nettles.
She held her ground. She tried to give her an up and under. She didn't go for the fake to get the clean layup.
That's the 7th team foul, but it's 2 shots for Raven Innes. 76% on the season from the foul line. 9 points in the first half. Has not scored scored here in the second half. Of course, there's not been much scoring at all in the second half as Ennis connects on the free throw. Trojanettes only had 4 points in the third quarter and only have 6 here in the fourth. Ennis back of the line. The shot goes up. It's good.
11 points between 2 quarters, so you're, under 6-point average in quarters is not just a fun stat to look at.
44-32, Trojanettes, 1:43 left in the contest. Cooper with the basketball for Cumberland County. High post left, gives to Nettles. Nettles now turns on the dribble against Ennis and gets it back out. Ball gets away. Maggie Morgan chases it down. Pass deflected, intended for Nettles. Deflected by Ennis. Here's London with the basketball. London now fires it through the hands of Ennis, and it's going to go out of bounds at midcourt.
If they had some three-point shooting or some kids they could consistently rely on, that's maybe Patterson who's out tonight, this would be a single-digit game, I would think. I mean, it would be.
Nettles, left of the circle, on the right side wing, 3 in the air, and it's no good. Varney with a rebound for the Trojanettes. Varney up the right sideline, cuts back left, goes across the lane, gives to London, out to Murphy for the 3. It is coming off the rim. Nettles the rebound for Cumberland County, gives to Cooper with 52 seconds to play. Cooper, right side corner to Smith. Now top of the key, Nettles. Now working with it is Walden, and the ball knocked out of bounds by the Trojanettes.
Number 21, Branham.
Branham back in for the Lady Panthers with 40.4 to play. Smith will toss it in on the right baseline. She gets it out to Morgan. Morgan trying to penetrate down the lane, leans in for the shot. It counts and a foul.
Emma probably wasn't the contactor there, but she's going to get the foul as Morgan was the aggressor. And again, they're not giving up. Chance to make it single digits, even though there's just 36 seconds left.
44-34 the score, and Morgan at the line to cut it to single digits, and she does. 44-35, 35 seconds to play. You got to remember they beat Glasgow, they beat Monroe, they beat Metcalf.
They're not a bad team.
They're only 3 wins they have this year, but against decent basketball teams. 24 seconds to play. Barren only up 9, 44-35. Here's Hughes throwing it back out to London.
He's playing keep away. I'm surprised Cumberland's not fouling, and they didn't call a timeout there after that make.
14 seconds left. London. Back in the corner to Hughes. Back out deep to London. 7 seconds. Murphy trying to penetrate. Now bounce pass off to Hughes for a 3. It is short. And it's going to go out of bounds, and that'll do it. The Trojanettes win it in an ugly fashion tonight. 44-35 over Cumberland County. They go to 14-7 on the year. Cumberland County falls to 3-14. As Coach Piper Lindsay steps in for Coach's comments. And Coach, not the most pretty game we've ever had, but still a win.
It is. We got a lot of things we need to work on. I thought the first half was excellent. We did a really good job. Raven was extremely unselfish and still got a lot of good looks. The second half, we didn't make shots. And third quarter was slow, and Ashley was a big step for us. I think she scored all of our points in that quarter. Yeah. But again, our defense was a step slow at times. Of course, we got in foul trouble early. But again, I thought our bench was excellent in the second half, or the second quarter. Second quarter right there. We had a really good lineup with Mia. Like I said, Anna Ashley was in there. Emma Hughes was in there. I think Raven was.
Allie Bowie.
And then Allie Bowie. Allie Bowie was solid. But again, they played within themselves that second quarter, and then the third quarter just a little bit different. We just again got to put 4 quarters together.
Shooting percentage just wasn't there tonight. There was some pretty good shots taken, but just wouldn't go in.
Now the first quarter it was, because I remember we made our first 3 or 4 shots. But like you said, yes, the definitely the end of the second half was not like the first, almost a tale of 2 halves. But luckily we had the lead like we did in the first half to carry us through.
And we talked about Cumberland County being a 3-14 ball club. They beat Glasgow, they beat Monroe, they beat Metcalf. So they beat some good quality teams.
Yeah, they have. I mean, they play really, really hard, and they get after you a little bit. They can make shots around the rim. They got to the free throw line a lot. We bailed them out quite a bit there. But again, they do the little things that they have to do in order to make games close. And then, close games, they can go either way.
Coach, you go to 14-7 on the year. You got Caverna on the road on Friday night.
yeah, we got to be ready to play regardless of who we play. And like you said, I mean, you can't always count on making shots, but that is one thing that we've got to kind of dig in and buy in and just keep shooting it and be confident. That's one thing that you can control. And so just got to clean up the little things.
Yeah, Coach, congratulations to you.
All right, thanks, Jay.
Coach Piper Lindsay and the Trojanettes winning 44-35 over Cumberland County tonight to go to 14-7 on the year. Cumberland County falls to 3-14. Stay tuned. We have the CPC Commodities post-game report coming up. Coach Piper Lindsay's comments tonight brought to you by McDonald's. Enjoy a McDonald's meal tonight at your Glasgow McDonald's. We'll look at scoring numbers and stats when we come back after this break. This is Barren County basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. Yes, sir. And we welcome you to the CPC Commodities post-game report. CPC Commodities, proven on our farm, made for yours. The Trojanettes win 44-35 over Cumberland County tonight. Barren goes to 14-7 on the year. Cumberland County falls to 3-14. The Trojanettes had a 14-11 lead at the end of the first quarter. Pulled ahead 33-16 at halftime to take a 17-point lead after a 19-5 run by Barren County in that second period. Third quarter, Barren County led 37-23 as Cumberland County outscored the Trojanettes 7-4 in the third period and got outscored 12-7 in the fourth quarter to make it a 9-point ball game, 44-35. Cumberland County tonight with 11 field goals. They were 13 of 19 from the foul line, and they had two players in double figures despite only scoring 35 points. Maggie Morgan had 13 for Cumberland County tonight. Carly Nettles added 11 as Morgan tonight had 5 baskets and 3 for 3 from the foul line. Nettles had 3 baskets and was 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. Kaylin Franklin scores 5, 2 each for Danielle Cooper, Jayliana Smith, and Cora Kraft. For Barren County tonight, 18 field goals and only 3 in the second half. 2 of those 18 field goals were 3-point shots, and Barren County was 6 of 9 from the free throw line. Raven Ennis led the way with 11 points, 9 of those coming in the first half. She had 4 baskets, 1 of those a 3-point shot, 2 for 2 from the line. Katie Murphy scored both field goals in the first quarter for 4 points. Emma Hughes had 5 first half points, a couple of field goals and a free throw. Addison London had 6 on 3 field goals. Abby Varney had 3 on a field goal and 1 of 2 from the foul line. Addison Smith with a bucket tonight. Also Graceland DeWeese. Allie Bowie had 2. Mia Long hit a 3-pointer back in the second quarter of play. And Ashley Atkinson had 6 points tonight for the Trojanettes and a couple of field goals and 2 for 2 from the foul line, but only 3 field goals the second half. That's not going to get it done when you get to district tournament time.
Yeah, to piggyback off that stat, we were 3 of 25 after the last make in the first half. So we shot 12% at the end of the first half and then carried that over all the way to the second half. Yeah, not going to get it done. For the game, we were 18 of 54, 33%. We were 2 of 20 from 3. Cumberland County was 11 of 39. Fortunately, they shot it worse than we did at 28%, did not hit a 3 out of their 5 attempts. We out-rebounded them. That was a big stat that helped us tonight, 25 to 22, so plus 3 there. We turned it over 14 times. You know, that was just 1 less than Cumberland County's 15. So you couple it with turnovers and your shooting, just lucky to really get out of here, even though it was a close margin, just lucky to get out of here with a win. We assisted on 12 of our 18 field goals. So that's a good stat, but we just need a little bit more of them. So looking at the 1, 2, 3, last 6 games, we are 17 out of 82 from 3. So just 21% from 3, and Addison's made the most of them. She, coming into tonight, she had made 2/3 of them. So really, you know, that's easy to, it's not easy, but it gives a defense somebody to focus on. And if you take away Addison's 3, you know, it forces somebody that's maybe not taking or hitting them to take them like they did tonight, and it just weren't successful. So like Piper said, a lot of things to work on, and this isn't maybe the time of the year to have to make that statement, but it is what it is, and you know, you have to just come to answer the call to play better basketball.
And we'll see if the Trojans play better basketball as they take on the Cumberland County Panthers in Game 2 tonight. It's also time to announce our Monticello Trojanette MVP of the game. Monticello Bank, your MVP when it comes to all your financial needs. Proud sponsor of Barren County Trojan and Trojanette basketball. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You going to give me the range to make this one?
What do you think?
I'm gonna go at it. I like doing odd ones more so than anything, and spreading it around. I'm gonna give it to Ann Ashley.
I'm gonna go with that one too.
She was the only one to score there
she scored all 4 points in the third
period
quarter.
And really kind of came in. She wasn't gun shy. She shot the basketball, and I thought she played pretty well for a 7th grader getting thrown in the mix there. So we'll give it to Ann Ashley Atkinson tonight.
7th grader Ann Ashley Atkinson, her Monticello Bank Trojanette MVP of the game, scored all 4 points of the Trojanettes in the third quarter, finishing with 6. When we come back, the Trojans and Panthers in our Don Franklin Auto Glasgow Countdown to Tip-Off pregame report. It's next on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. welcome you back to Barren County High School as we get set about 10 minutes away from the Trojans and the Panthers. Barren County comes in 15-6 with a 20-point loss to Elizabethtown, number one team in the state on Saturday night, 87-67. Tay Porter finishing the night with 23 points. Aiden Miller added 14 points and 8 rebounds. The Trojans were 25 of 54 from the field for 46.3%. Hit 7 of 14 three-pointers in the game Saturday night for 50%. Cumberland County comes in at 4-15. They've lost their last two to Russell County, 57-36. Wayne County last night, 77-58. Barren County has won 11 straight over the Cumberland County Panthers. Last year was 93-61, and Cumberland County finished 7-22 last year. They were the 16th district runners-up, though, as they won over Russell County by 6 in overtime to get to the regional tournament last year. And the last time Cumberland County had a winning season was 2009. The last time Cumberland County beat Barren County, and that was when Brandon Combs coached the Panthers. And the last time Cumberland County won the 16th district was in 2009. So they're in the 16th with Clinton County, Russell County, and Metcalfe County right now. They're the 4th seed in the district standings, but they have played all three teams pretty close and actually beat a couple of teams. They beat Todd Central by 4, beat Glasgow by 8, beat Monroe by 13, beat Logan County by 1 on the road, but they have played Clinton, Russell, and Metcalfe close in their district games this year.
Yeah, Clinton just beat them by 7 that was the very first game of the season. But, Clinton's playing maybe as well as anybody right now in our region, and get a chance to, I don't know, I really like that All-A being so late. I know they want to play it, and I know they got a really good chance in that Final Four, but it's just a matter of so late in the season, you got to adjust your schedule and so forth. But that's neither here nor there with that game getting canceled on Thursday. We don't get a chance to play them, and that would have been a good matchup for us too. But anyway, Cumberland County comes in here tonight, and our boys can't overlook them. I thought we did a superb job. My field reporter had to take another vacation day Saturday, but my field reporter told me that our boys played absolutely amazing against E-Town, especially in the first half. Tay 23, Aiden Miller, they said he looked like he belonged out there, 14 points, shoot 50% almost from the field. So that's one of the best teams in the state, and we look like we belonged, especially for a half, and they just kind of got away from us in the second half. But, that says, we can play with just about anybody around here. It doesn't look great that we lost 2 out of 3 on the schedule, but when you say one of those is obviously E-Town, that makes a big difference. So tonight we have a chance to start maybe a 4-game winning streak and end our season. Well, really, you would have a 5-game winning streak since we added that game on Saturday, right. But a 5-game winning streak going into the Glasgow game. Anything can happen in that first round of the district.
That's true. Cumberland County comes in ranked 13th among the 17 teams in the 4th region. They average 57 points a game, shooting 41.2% from the field, averaging about 6 threes a game at 32.8%, 69.2% from the foul line, and averaging 27 rebounds a game. The Trojans all over the place in the rankings this week. Lexington Herald Leader had the Trojans 4th in the 4th region, 3 in the Bowling Green Daily News, and number 6 in the Sporting Times poll this week. The Trojans averaging 56.5 points a game, shooting 43.5% from the field, averaging 5 threes a game, shooting 70% from the foul line, and averaging 25 rebounds a game. This is the pregame report brought to you by Don Franklin Glasgow. We'll be back and take a look at the starting lineups of tonight's game following this break on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. it's time to take a look at tonight's starting lineups. They're brought to you by SCRTC Total Communications for the Cumberland County Panthers under head coach Curtis Claywell. Record of 28 wins, 106 losses. Ty C, 5'9", 145 junior, averaging 21.5 points and 5.5 rebounds a game. Hunter Purdue, 6'3", 185 senior, averages 8.5 points and 4.5 rebounds. Randall Camfield, 6', 170 junior, averages 6.5. Deacon Duval, 6'2", 225 a junior, averaging 4.2 a game and 4 rebounds. Briley Sewell, a 6'1", 160-pound senior, averaging 4.7 points and 5 rebounds. For the Barren County Trojans, under 13th-year head coach Warren Cunningham, assistant coaching staff Lee Johnson, Matt Gardner, Jared Browning, and Austin Burge. Gavin Withrow, 5'9", 150 senior, averaging 9 points a game. Tate Pointer, 6', 160 junior, averaging 13.5. Ryan Shirley, 6'2", 190 a junior, averaging 6 points and 5 rebounds. Mason Griggs, 6'1", 155 junior, 14 points, 4.5 rebounds. And Corbin Murphy, 6'3", 235 and a senior, averaging 1.5 points a game for the Trojans. And the Zaxby's keys to the game tonight.
They got a really good player, shoots the ball really well in Say. So we need to make sure we know where he is at all times, match up against them, and really just get back here and play like we did at Bowling Green against E-Town, but that would be nice. I'm not sure we can shoot the ball that well. Just come out here, have fun, get a win, don't take them for granted, and see if we can start a roll here as we have our first game in March.
Yep. Be back with the Farmers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Half after this break. This is Barren County Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. The officials for tonight's game, the same three we had in the girls' game earlier: Mary Vincent, Eric Loggins, and Jared Combs. And you're following our broadcast on Nash 103.7, WHHT-FM, Cave City, Glasgow online at 104thescore.com. And on BCHS Live tonight. Glad to have you along with us. Got a score from the Mid-South Conference Women's Basketball Championship game. Thomas More beats Campbellsville tonight 56-47. And in high school basketball tonight, Glasgow girls losing to Clinton County 57-52.
I know Thomas More dropped down from Division II. They were NCAA Division II. They were rated number 1 in the nation. So that's not an unexpected loss for a couple of Barren County alumni. Playing up there in Campbellsville and Elizabeth and Bailey, Pettigo.
Right. Got a lot of area basketball players on the Campbellsville University squad this year from Allen County, Scottsville, Barren County, Monroe County. Hopefully even Glasgow. So they're from all the schools in the district tournament, or District 15.
We had a little piece break off the bottom of the rim there. So I don't know if we'll have a little delay.
Is that
here.
The one that makes the clang sound? Is that what's broke off?
Yeah, I think it's the guard over the piece that allows that rim to be a breakaway rim. So it's kind of the spring section, if you will.
Okay.
So yeah, it is kind of the place that it's what the ball hits underneath that to make that little ding, ring, cling, whatever sound you want to say.
It doesn't do it on the other end. It's just on the left end here.
And that might have been the reason it was doing it, because it was a little loose. It almost fell and hit a Cumberland County kid in the head who was standing under and rebounded for his teammates.
Cumberland County in dark green. They have green numbers outlined in white. That makes it very easily to see. No, just joking. Trojans in home white with burgundy and gold letters and numbers. Barren County across the front of their jerseys. Glad to have you with us tonight as we head toward the end of the regular season next Thursday here at home. As we'll be at Caverna on Friday, the Trojans will be at Madison Central on Saturday at 5 o'clock, a game that's been added to the schedule due to the fact of the game against Clinton County canceled for Thursday night. And then next week, we'll be on the road at Grayson County a week from tonight for girls and boys. And then back here next Thursday, Central Hardin girls and Edmonson County boys to close out the regular season. And then we'll head to 15th District Tournament. We'll have all the games right here on Nash 103.7, 104thescore.com, and BCHS Live. We'll have all the live streaming coverage here from Barren County. And we're going to have to wait a little while before we get this thing fixed.
I don't know what their goal is here. If they're going to try to fix it or we're going to super glue it up there. I don't know exactly what the goal is. Madison Central is a 2-hour and 12-minute drive setting from right here where we are tonight. So that'll be a nice little road trip up to close to Richmond. I guess it's Richmond, Madison County.
Madison County, yeah.
Right. And so
in Richmond, Kentucky. It's not far from downtown Richmond, actually.
They got Madison Southern, Madison Central, and so let's
say Berea. Is that in Madison County?
I think.
Berea,
I'm not 100% sure.
We've been to Berea before. Was there for the girls' tournament last Christmas. Yeah, it's going to take a few minutes for this to work, or get it working like it's supposed to be.
Yeah, Berea's in Madison County.
Good crowd tonight for homecoming. That'll be taking place at halftime. We'll have that on the air for you as well. I'm glad to have you with us tonight wherever you are. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer, Cameron Brown with stats, Todd Belcher, our studio producer in the Nash 103 studios. Well, that didn't take long.
Well, it's not fixed.
He's coming down the ladder. I thought, well, maybe it's been fixed.
He put it up there to see if it fits, and then it's like, I don't know. May need to get out the power tools for that one.
Yeah, well, Coach Cunningham motioning official Barry Vincent to come over.
Might just be asking if we can play without it. I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with the engineering and inner workings of a basketball rim to know.
So in other words, if you think that somebody dunked the basketball, it would rip the rim off of the backboard?
I think it's just a guard on those springs, maybe to keep it from going the other way, protecting you from coming up from the bottom. So we're moving the ladder away. I guess we'll say we'll play with it and see how it goes. I think Coach Claywell said, I'm good with it.
Okay. Might get the scoop from Daryl Murphy, just shaking his head as he walks by. First quarter of action brought to you by German American Bank, supporting the communities they serve and believe them when the community thrives as people prosper. It'll be Cumberland County's basketball to start the game as Campfield will toss it in across the way. Make sure we can see these numbers because it is hard.
Yeah, I don't mind the jerseys. I don't mind the jerseys, but those are really hard to see. Yeah. Even you couldn't make out Cumberland County if you had to.
That's right. And that's what makes it even more difficult when you're not familiar with a team. C has it out front. That's Ty C. He's a junior, averaging 21.5 points a game. They set a double screen for him. He wanted to drive. He kind of lost his footing there and had to get rid of the basketball. He's got it back, though, with the right wing. Off the screen, curls into the lane, up with the left hand. It is good.
Got switched off and then through traffic. He went up and around Murphy for the bucket.
And so C gives Cumberland County the first lead of the ball game at 2-0. Shirley's in a trap at midcourt, gives to Withrow. Over goes to Pointer. He heads toward the rack. He'll throw up the runner. It is no good. Corbin Murphy, the rebound, had it smacked loose, but Pointer's got it on the right wing, gives it out to Griggs. Over the left side, it comes to Withrow, trying to set things up.
Look like they're in the 2-3 zone. They took him a second to get in position.
Griggs with it on the right side, dumps it down in there to Murphy, turns and fires a fall away, got it.
Good screen by Shirley, and Murphy took a second to gather himself, figure out where he was, lay it in.
And it's a 2-2 ball game as C has the basketball. He's knocked down 32 threes for Cumberland County this year. He drives, he pulls over the jumper, partially blocked by Griggs. Shirley up court, Withrow heads toward the middle, down the lane, throws up the shot, no good. Going to call a foul out on the floor, and it'll be on 23. That's Randall Camfield, his first and the team's first.
Found a seam, didn't have numbers, but found a seam and forced them to foul us.
So Barren County's basketball, Withrow the right baseline to toss it in. He'll send it out to Griggs, top of the circle. Gives it to Withrow, back to Griggs, trying to penetrate down the lane, up and under move, no. And Shirley had the rebound for a moment, ripped away. Griggs has got it, puts it back up, shot it over the rim. Cumberland County back the other way. Ty C with it for the Panthers. On the right side is Camfield, back to C. 2-2 ball game. Played a little over a minute and a half. They have it off to Camfield, top of the circle. Ball skips away, but C there to grab it. Backs out almost to midcourt. Trying to set the double screen out top for him. He heads left side, gives it off in the corner to Duval. Duval wants to go up the baseline. He throws it across the lane and trying to go up with it. The shot from Purdue, a foul on Ryan Shirley. So, non-shooting foul, and it'll be Cumberland County's basketball as Camfield having trouble, and a 5-second count.
Good defense, turned up the pressure a little bit. Cumberland County is going to try to do the same a little bit, so we've got to be ready and attack.
Looping pass on the left side is Pointer, throws it cross court, picked off by C. He was falling out of bounds in that trap over there. C takes it to the basket, no good over the rim. And a foul on the rebound. What do we got? Oh, a traveling violation.
Came down on Gavin and flipped over top of him. That was Duval.
So it's going to be Barren County's basketball. 5:42 to go in the first quarter. And a 2-2 ball game. Withrow, bounce pass over the Pointer. Trying to get dribble out of the trap at midcourt. Fires in the middle to Shirley. Underneath to Murphy. Lays it in.
After he split it, he didn't have much trouble dissecting it.
Give the assist to Ryan Shirley. The Edward Jones, Jamie Harris assist. Barren County leads it 4-2. Camfield underneath, wide open shot put up and in by Purdue.
I'm not sure how that happened. It was just a complete overplay by us and nobody on the backside.
As Cumberland County tries to trap the ball everywhere it goes, going to have a reach-in foul. It's either going to be on Sewell or Camfield. They're going to put it on Sewell. His first, team second.
They got a pretty long trap there. They just need to do a better job keeping us from going right down the middle of it.
Ryan Shirley checks out of the game for Coach Warren Cunningham. In for him, 6'4", 205 sophomore Aiden Miller. Pointer left wing, gonna fire it up. 3 in the air, in and out. Rebound to C. Cumberland County with the basketball. C drives left side, pulls up with a jumper, good from 12.
You see why he scores 21 a game. He takes probably the majority of their shots, and he can hit them.
6-4, Cumberland County leads it. Here's Griggs in a trap, trying to dribble out of it. Left side, slices it away on the right side. Pointer, wide open 3, no good. Batted up in the air, pulled down by Murphy. Gives it to Griggs, free throw line. Throws it behind him, Withrow for 3, got it.
Finally knocked one down straight away.
People's Bank 3 for Gavin Withrow makes it 7-6 Trojans. 4:15 to play in the first. Duval with the basketball, gives it out to C. He's guarded by Griggs. Wants to set a screen for him. He's going to drive to the basket, puts it up and in.
That was an effective screen. What was that, Purdue? That just cleared the way, and he drove right around us.
Cumberland County 8, Barren County 7. And here is Pointer slicing his way up, puts up the shot, no good. And rebound to Cumberland County.
Good defense again. Purdue slid right with Tay and went right into his chest.
And Say driving it down, has it stolen away as Miller is in the passing lane. Miller drives, goes the bucket, too strong off the window. Ball slapped out, loose ball, and Withrow gets forced out of bounds. And they're going to get a foul called here on the sideline by Purdue, his first, team's third. Coach Claywell didn't like the call. Got Eli Brooks, 6'6", 165 sophomore in the game now for Coach Warren Cunningham. Griggs, bounce pass left, over to Withrow, back to Griggs. Griggs, top of the circle, over to Brooks. Brooks wants to drive. He's cut off at the baseline, almost had his smack loose. Murphy there, around the horn, Withrow, fakes. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, Miller had it smacked out of his hands. Loose ball, diving for it, out of bounds. We're going to get a foul on somebody. Withrow went to the deck, so did Miller. And the foul on Cumberland County's Duval.
Loose ball foul, everybody just crashing down. A tough call for Cumberland County.
That's the 4th team foul of the Panthers here in the first half. Griggs has it, gives it to Withrow in the left wing. Back out to Griggs, top of the circle. Bounce pass over to Brooks on the right side. Brooks now looking, bounces back out to Griggs and around the horn. They work it in there to Miller. Goes up with a shot, hits the side of the backboard. Griggs tried to go back up with it and had it blocked. And it coming out of there with it, Cumberland County. Here's Ty C driving, and Withrow tried to swat it away from him but couldn't. So C will set it back up, and here's a 3 straight away by Campfield that's no good. Offensive rebound by Sewell, and Sewell will throw it back across to C. Goes up with a shot, going to get a foul on Griggs. He was standing in the wrong place at the wrong time.
C went up high to get that lob, and as you said, Griggs just up underneath him.
And 2 shots for Ty C. He's an 80% foul shooter on the year. First shot is no good. In for Cumberland County now is Malachi Caprietta, a 6'5" senior wearing number 1. Second shot for C is bouncing in. With the bounce and the roll. 9-7, Cumberland County. 2:35 to play in the first. And Withrow at midcourt looking at a trap. Brooks down the right sideline. He's going to be fouled. This will be a blocking foul on Purdue. His second. He's the first Panther to pick up 2. That's the 5th team foul on Cumberland County here in the first half. Still 2:28 to go in the first quarter. And so Sewell, nope, they're going to send Purdue out of the game. And put in number 13, Will Staley, 6'2", 160 junior. Withrow with it out front, directing traffic, trying to get the play set up. It comes over to Brooks, back over to Withrow, feeds it down inside. Here's Griggs going up with a shot, good, and a foul.
Didn't have a great look at it off the screen, off the curl cut, so put one down and took it up strong to the rim.
Now Sewell's picked up 2 for Cumberland County. That'll be the team's 6th. And so Sewell will check out, and Duval is back in for Coach Curtis Claywell. Tied at 9, Griggs at the line for 1. The shot goes in. Old-fashioned 3-point play from Mason Griggs gives the Trojans a 10-9 lead. Right side, Caprietta. He's in a trap. Jump pass comes out to C. He'll send it back over to Campfield for a 3. It's good.
He's their second best 3-point shooter. He's got 34 on the year?
34, 35, something like that. Yep. 12-10, Cumberland County. Griggs, bounce pass, right baseline. Brooks has to dribble it back out. Almost lost the handle. Shirley goes left side with it, gives to Withrow in the wing. Withrow picks up his dribble, goes inside there to Griggs. He lost the handle, had his smack loose down to the floor. Cumberland County comes up with the basketball.
They're scrappy.
Yep. C down to the right corner. C out to Campfield. Long 3 this time is no good. He was in between the top of the key and the half-court line. And now Withrow throws it behind him. Griggs thought about the 3. Here's Shirley, left of the lane, going strong to the bucket. A whistle and an offensive foul on Ryan Shirley. That'll be his second of the team's 3rd.
Yeah, Shirley's had a tough game tonight. Warren's not very happy with the way he's played, even though he's got second. He pulled him out early and actually had a unique lineup. We had Corbin and Aiden in there. I don't think we've seen that all year.
Cumberland County only 4 wins this year, but they beat Glasgow by 8 and Monroe by 13.
And they're hanging with us.
Yep.
They're bottom 3 or 4 team in the region.
12-10 the score. Here's C, long range left. Has to give it up and hands it off from Staley. The ball coming back across the line. Going to have a blocking foul. And Mason Griggs has picked up his second personal.
And when I say bottom 4 or 5, that's by RPI. Looking at
Lexington
those
Harold leader, too. They were 13th in the region in the Lexington Herald leader this week.
So it doesn't take very much for them to get up and play well against a top 5 team. A chance to be a big win here down the season stretch.
Caprietta out to Staley. Has it taken away by Brooks. Withrow. Over to Brooks. Thought about the 3. Steps in. Gives it back to Withrow on the right wing. 32 seconds to go in the quarter. Lane Stevens for 3. It is off high. Murphy tried to get the rebound, and Pointer saved it from going out of bounds, but threw it away on the side court.
Eli passed up a wide-open 3 at the top of the key, and kind of the possession got awkward after that. That's a shot that Warren's yelling, shoot it, and we've said shoot it 100 times, and that's just something he's going to learn.
And Ty C with the basketball has 7 of Cumberland County's 12 points here in the quarter. They're going to hold it for 1, 12 seconds to play. C getting the screen. As Murphy had to slide off, 3-pointer, knocks the bottom out of it. Makes it 15-10, desperation shot. Won't go, and it is 15-10 Cumberland County after 1 period of play. We'll be back with the second quarter after this break. This is Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. Second quarter underway here from Barren County High School, and is brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Trojans trailing 15-10. There's a backdoor pass, a nice pass from Withrow to Eli Brooks up in midair, puts it in.
Get something going here in the second quarter after shooting just 4 of 16, 25% in the first quarter.
15-12. Cumberland County. Camfield comes off the screen, gives it down in there to Caprietta, working against Brooks, trying to go under, puts up the shot, too strong. Rebound Lane Stephen, had it taken away from him by C. He puts it up, it is no good. Another offensive rebound. Caprietta goes up, he's fouled by Brooks.
No excuse there. We only out-rebounded them by 2, but they made up that difference on that 1 possession.
That's the 15th foul of the Trojans here in the first half, and so Caprietta will be at the charity line. Only a 44.5% foul shooter. He's a senior and averages 2.5 points a game. Free throw is no good.
They shot it really well in the first quarter. 6 of 11 plus 50%, including 50% 2 of 4 from behind the three-point line. That 3 at the buzzer gave him a little bit of confidence.
So Caprietta steps back to the free throw line for one more shot. It's on the way, and it is good. 16-12 Cumberland County. Early in the second period of play, Pointer trying to dribble out of the trap. He goes inside, has a smack loose, diving for it, and it's saved in bounds. Cumberland County very scrappy. 2-on-1 break, layup good for C.
Warren trying to find some lineups that work. He's going deep in the bench, too. Ogle's in there for the first time.
Here's Pointer driving in, just throws it up in the air. Murphy turns and puts it back up, no good. And that ball goes off the hand or off the head of one of the Cumberland County players underneath the basket, out of bounds, as Colton Stevens will step into the lineup for the Trojans. 5'7", 145 junior for Tay Pointer. 1 minute gone here in the second. Homecoming taking place, and Ogle's trying to go for the shot. He's fouled by Caprietta. That is his first, and the team's 7th. 2 shots for Taylor Ogle, 6'1", 170 sophomore. So Ogle's for 2 shots. The first one, no good.
Just a couple starters left on the floor. That's Gavin and Corbin right now.
Yeah, that's it. One more for Taylor Ogles. And this shot goes up. It is good. Makes it 18-13, Cumberland County. A little over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Ty C with the basketball for the Panthers. He brings it across the line against Colton Stevens. Drives and throws it back off to Staley. Staley goes under to Caprietta, and he puts it in.
Good job taking advantage of our rotation.
20-13, Cumberland County. In the middle goes to Ogles. A whistle, foul from behind as Camfield came back over Ogles. Camfield, his second. That's 3 starters for Cumberland County with 2 fouls. That's the 8th team foul on the Panthers. Aiden Miller back into the Trojan lineup. And Ogles at the line for the Trojans. Be one in the bonus. As Coach Curtis Claywell bringing in Eli Morgan, number 3, 5'8", 145 sophomore.
He's got to use some bench there with the foul trouble that they're in.
Shot rims good for Taylor Ogles. He'll get the bonus. 20-14, Trojans. Bonus try for Taylor Ogles. And he missed it. Rebound Murphy. Oh, he threw it away as Miller's trying to dive for it. Saved it in bounds to Colton Stevens.
Looked like there was no chance.
No
Miller
way.
just dove, sacrificed his body, and threw it back in.
And Colton Stevens bounce pass right side over to Miller. Back out to Colton Stevens. He'll feed it inside there to Ogles. Had it stripped loose. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up by Cumberland County. Ty C with it into the front court for the Panthers. Gets the screen set out top, and then he'll break away over the left side, bouncing around out front against Colton Stevens. Wants to take him one-on-one, but decides to give it off. And here's a loose ball picked up by Miller. Miller taking it to the basket, puts it in. 20-16, Barren down 4 with 5:50 to play here in the first half. Ty C with it for the Panthers. They chase him left side, left elbow. Feeds it back off to Duval. Back out it comes to Staley. Now to C, back to Staley. 5:36 to play in the first half. Barren down 4. Duval with it on the left side against Corbin Murphy. Wants to take it inside. And now whistle and a reach-in foul on Corbin Murphy. That's going to be his first, the team's 6th. They're going to get Travis Jones in the ball game for the Trojans. 6'1", 210 senior. He'll come in for Taylor Ogles. Morgan to toss it in. Gets it into C in the left corner. C's going to circle it out against Colton Stevens. Top of the key, 3, no good, off the front iron. The rebound comes off to Gavin Withrow for the Trojans. Withrow pushing it down the floor, reverses and gives it out to Colton Stevens. Colton Stevens goes left side, gives to Aiden Miller. He'll circle out front. Back over goes to Colton Stevens. Out to Withrow. Withrow right side. Here's Travis Jones for 3. It's off high. Rebound Corbin Murphy. Back to Jones. Out to Withrow. Over to Colton Stevens. Feeds it down to Miller. Turnaround jump shot. Good. Aiden Miller with his second field goal cuts the lead to 2 at 20-18 with 4:45 left in the first half. Ty C with the basketball for Cumberland County. Double screen out top. Drives right side, lost the handle, but retrieved it. He's in trouble. And timeout by Cumberland County with 4:33 to go here in the second quarter. And the Panthers with a 20-18 lead over the Barren County Trojans. Time for a Coca-Cola scoreboard update. Open a Coke and enjoy the game. End of the first quarter, Clinton County boys lead Glasgow 24-11. And also in boys action into the first quarter, Greenwood 23, Metcalfe County 16. You got anything else?
A little slow update in here.
Remind you, you're listening to our broadcast coverage on Nash 103.7, WHHT-FM, Cave City, Glasgow. Online at 104thescore.com and on BCHS Live. We'll be at Caverna on Friday night. The girls' game will get underway at 5:30. We'll be on there at 5:10 from Caverna High School. Trojanettes winning earlier tonight by 9 over Cumberland County, 44-35. 4.5 to go here, second quarter. Trojans down 2, 20-18. As they work it down low, and should be a walk. Turnaround shot blocked by Miller, and then back underneath. Here's a shot blocked from behind by Lane Stevens, and coming out there with it is Miller for the Trojans. Withrow into the front court. Angles off to the right side. He looks inside. Gets it in there to Miller. Had to jump out to get it. And then the ball gets loose, but Colton Stevens has it. Gives it back off to Withrow. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, 20-18. And now Withrow's picked up his dribble, goes into the right corner, and it's Miller with a one-hand shot, won't go. Rebound comes off to Zachary Harwood for Cumberland County. Just got in the ball game for Coach Curtis Claywell. As they work it down low, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Purdue, and that is his third, team's 9th. And so Purdue's going to check out of the game with those 3 fouls, and it's Caprietta back in for the Panthers.
I guess he's saying we got to take some chances right now, but they've still got a 2-point lead. I'm not sure why.
3.5 to go in the second quarter. Colton Stevens out to Lane Stevens, gets the screen left, now gives to Withrow. He can't shoot. Back out to Lane Stevens. He gives to Colton Stevens. Back over to Withrow. Miller on the baseline, left. Back out to Withrow. Right side it goes to Lane Stevens on the wing. They go inside to Miller, lost the handle, but chased down. Withrow got it back. Over it goes to Lane Stevens to the right. Back to Withrow. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Low-scoring ball game, 20-18. Cumberland County averaging 57 a game. Barren County averaging almost that, 56.5. Miller, turnaround jump shot from 8. Good.
Hayden's starting to pour in a couple here.
He's got all 6 of his points here in the second quarter. 6 of Barren County's 10, and it's 20-20. Tied game, 2:38 to play here in the first half. C with the basketball off the screen going left, cutting back right. Putting the pressure on is Colton Stevens. And now C working to the right side this time, trying to lean in against Murphy. Throws it back out to Staley. Back out to C with 2:20 to play in the half. C takes his move, 1-on-1, 15-foot jumper is no good. Murphy slaps it out, and Colton Stevens has it for the Trojans. He'll fire it off underneath to Miller, puts it up, no good. Trying to get his own rebound to go back up, and he's fouled.
It's a really good defensive possession going back to the other half of the floor right there. Corbin and Colton did a good job switching, and then we cleaned up the miss at the end of it. That was a tough pass Aiden Miller had to handle there in transition. He did a good job corralling it. Missed his first one, got the second one back, but can't make the first free throw.
Miller, a 51.5% foul shooter on the year. The foul was on Harwood, his first, team's 10th. And Miller back in the line for one more. It's only the third free throw shot tonight in the half as Aiden Miller connects for his 7th point. Gives the Trojans the lead, 21-20 with 2:03 to go here in the first half.
Weird, we've only shot that many free throws, and they've got 10 fouls, and we've been in the bonus for a long time.
Yeah. And out with it is Harwood. Harwood against Lane Stevens. Feeds to Caprietta going up against Miller. He got Miller off his feet, and Miller called for the foul, his first.
Couldn't resist. Have to stay on the feet.
Team 7th, and that's going to put Caprietta at the free throw line for 2 shots, and he's 1 for 2 already from there with 1:50 to go before the break. Shot goes up. It is no good. And he'll have one more. We're 1:50 away from our homecoming festivities, so stay tuned for that. Lane Stevens checking out, and Tay Pointer back in the game for the Trojans. Second shot for Caprietta is good. Ties it at 21.
I was going to say, they've hung with us. Or maybe we can't create separation. It's one of the two.
Yeah. 1:42 to go. Miller, touch pass, Pointer, 3. No good. Rebound to C.
It's a good inside-out look.
Yep. Just not going in. And it's C being chased. Almost fell down. Drives left side. Trying to work it inside underneath. And a foul called.
It's on the pass. Yeah.
It's on Aiden Miller, and that's his second. So now 3 players for the Trojans with 2 fouls apiece. Griggs has been out for quite a while. Aiden Miller has 2. Ryan Shirley has 2. And Ty C at the line. His shot goes up and it rims good. He's got 13 points already in the half, 22-21. Lane Stevens checks back into the Trojan lineup for Aiden Miller. And Ty C back at the charity stripe. Shot goes up and it's no good. And Lane Stevens got pushed big time on the rebound. And it'll be on Harwood, his second. So we'll walk to the other end of the floor with 1:27 to play. And Lane Stevens will be at the charity stripe.
A lot of fouls. The game really hasn't been able to get into any kind of flow, and that's been a negative for us. We kind of like you saw in the first half of the E-Town game, a flow just up and down, back and forth, and this has been stop, start, maybe more stops.
Lane Stevens gets the bonus after connecting on the first, ties it at 22, can give the Trojans back the lead if he hits this bonus shot, and it's on the way, and he got it. 23-22, Barren County, 1:25 to play in the first half. Ty C with the basketball for the Panthers. He'll send it long down in the corner. Three in the corner, no good. Ball skips off and out of bounds off the Panthers. Barren County's basketball with 1:15 left.
Quick shot, miss. We'll see if we can turn the tide here, headed under a minute.
And Colton Stevens with the basketball on the left side. Out top, Withrow off the screen right. And Tay Pointer on the right wing. Dropped it, had to pick it back up, gives it off to Colton Stevens. Withrow, right wing. Cumberland County, that 2-3 zone. Pointer with it on the left wing. Skip pass coming right side. Withrow for three. No good. Offensive rebound by Tay Pointer. Gives it out in the corner. Lane Stevens at three. Swishes it through. For the People's Bank three, that's only the second one of the night for Barren County to give the Trojans a 4-point lead at 26-22. Inside, here's a shot going up, no good. Battle for the rebound. Taken by Camfield, puts it back up, no good. Ball slapped out, grabbed by Caprietta. He'll throw it back up off the window, no good. Got a whistle and a foul. Somebody over Corbin Murphy's back. And it will be on Riley Miller, who just checked in a moment ago, 6'5", 200 sophomore. His first. Been 20 fouls called in this first half.
They're aggressive. They really are. You see, especially on the rebounds there, they just slap at it. They don't really have the size to go get it, and we're just jumping with them instead of putting bodies on them.
Corbin Murphy puts it up. It's good. His fifth point of the ball game. Had a couple of field goals back in the first quarter. Makes it 27-22 as Trojans have gone on a 5-0 run. His second one is in and out and back in. So Corbin Murphy hits both ends of the bonus and makes it 28-22. Barren County with 19 seconds to play. Homecoming just ahead here in just a moment. C working it down, throws up the shot, good. One-hand shot, tough to guard, 28-24. Here is Withrow, sliding over for the jumper. It is in and out. Rebound, put back up, and that'll do it for the half. Barren County takes a 28-24 lead over Cumberland County here at the break, as Barren County actually outscored Cumberland County in the second quarter, 18-9. And we'll just hold it right here as we get set for the homecoming festivities. Want to remind you, join James Brown and John Butler every Monday afternoon at 4 o'clock for the Brown Sports Bag. 104 The Score and 104thescore.com. An hour-long sports show devoted to high school and college sports. And also check out 104 The Score's James Brown for photos, stories, and more from Trojan and Trojanette basketball. Log on to 104thescore.com or the 104 The Score Facebook page. We'll go down to Scott Killen, who's the public address announcer for all the homecoming festivities, and we'll see if they're about ready to go.
I think so.
And I'm not sure. Try to get everybody lined up. And not sure what the holdup is.
I think they're getting the decorations.
Just bringing the decorations out. I guess we could have gone to break. We'll have the South Central Bank halftime report coming up. Take another look at the Coca-Cola scoreboard. But it's been Ty C in that first half for Cumberland County. He has scored 15 of Cumberland County's 24 points. Hunter Purdue scored 2. Randall Camfield 3. 4 points for Michaela Caprietta. And I believe that was all the scoring in the first half for Cumberland County. Gavin Withrow scored 3. Mason Griggs had 3. 6 for Corbin Murphy. 7 for Aiden Miller. 2 for Eli Brooks. 5 for Lane Stevens. And 2 for Taylor Ogles. And I think now we're ready to go. Here's Scott Gillen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2021 Barren County High School Basketball Homecoming. Tonight we dedicate our homecoming festivities to Miss Teresa Bewley. Miss Bewley's been involved in the planning of homecoming for 40 plus years. We are so glad to see her on the road to recovery from her battle with cancer. She is the epitome of school spirit. Right on, Teresa.
To adhere to the state health guidelines, our candidates are being escorted by a member of their immediate family. Our first candidate this evening representing the band is senior Brianna Crowder. Brianna is the daughter of Dr. Kip and Monica Crowder. Brianna is involved in band, drama, Y Club, and Beta. Tonight, Brianna is being escorted by her father, Dr. Kip Crowder. Miss Bailey Hammer is our next candidate. She is a senior representing Beta Club this evening. Bailey's parents are David and Susan Hammer. She is a member of Beta, the early college magnet program and drama club. Bailey is escorted tonight by her father, Mr. David Hammer. Our next candidate representing Best Buddies is Miss Tia Roach. Tia is a junior at Barren County High School. Her parents are Bill and Sonia Roach. Tia is involved in Best Buddies, FEA, Green Team, and SAD Club. Tia is being escorted this evening by her sister, Anna Roach. Representing the Broadcasting Club is Miss Melina Hughes. Melina is the daughter of Mark and Letitia Hughes. She is president of the Broadcasting Club, captain of the academic team, a Trojan ambassador, and a member of Beta. The early college magnet program, Y Club, and FBLA. She is being escorted this evening by her mother, Letitia Hughes. Our next candidate representing the Drama Club is Miss Ella Jones. Ella is the daughter of Tammy Murray and Jeff Jones. She is involved in Drama Club, Beta, Choir, and Orchestra. Ella is escorted this evening by her mother, Tammy Murray. Representing the Green Team this evening is sophomore Miss Lindsay Moore. Lindsay is the daughter of Derek and Ashley Moore. She is a member of the Green Team, Varsity Cheer, FFA, SAD Club, and 4-H. She is being escorted this evening by her father, Mr. Derek Moore. Our next candidate is a senior Miss Bryn Martin representing FBLA. She is the daughter of Danielle Drake and Scott Martin. Bryn is co-president of FBLA, drama artistic director, member of the early college magnet program, the soccer team, pep club, beta club, and co-leader of the student section. She's being escorted this evening by her mother, Danielle Drake. Our next candidate is Miss Tristan Burks. Tristan is a senior representing our FCA club this evening. She is the daughter of Barbara Burks, Scott Burks, and Kim Prophet Burks. Tristan is a member of FCA, the dance team, FFA, Beta, Pep Club, FCCLA, and our early college magnet program. She is escorted this evening by her brother, Mr. Braden Burks. Representing the FCCLA club is senior Emily Caudle. Emily is the daughter of Jenny and Jeremy Burge. She is involved in FCCLA and HOSA. Tonight she's being escorted by her mother, Jenny Burge. Our next candidate is Miss Carly Stevens. Carly is a senior representing the Future Educators of America. Her parents are Clay and Amber Stevens. She is a member of FEA, Varsity Volleyball, FCCLA, and SAD Club. Carly is escorted this evening by her brother, Cash Stevens. Our next candidate is a senior, Miss Bree Russell, representative of the FFA Club. Bree is the daughter of Terry and John Atkins and Brandon Russell. She is vice president of our FFA chapter and is a member of the Varsity Gold team. Bree is escorted tonight by her brother, Ryan Atkins. Our next candidate is Miss Michaela Lyle. Michaela is a senior representing the SAD Club. Her parents are Brandon and Amanda Lyle. Michaela is involved in the SAD Club, FCLA, and HOSA. She is escorted this evening by her father, Brandon Lyle. Representing the travel club this evening is a junior, Miss Sadie Jaggers. Sadie is the daughter of Jessica Dyer and William Jaggers. She is a member of Travel Club, Beta, FBLA, and Y Club. Tonight she's being escorted by Mason Jaggers. Another senior, Miss Edison Shipley, is representative of the Y Club this evening. Edison is the daughter of Matt and Ken Shipley. She is the president of the Y Club, FBLA, co-president, drama artistic director, co-leader of the student section, Trojan ambassador, and a member of FCA, Pep Club, Beta, and the Early College Magnet Program. Edison is escorted this evening by her father, Matt Shipley. Miss Allie Newberry will be representing the yearbook tonight. Allie is the daughter of Dr. Joey and Carissa Newberry. She is a member of the Yearbook Club, FBLA, FCA, and FBLA. She is also a member of the varsity cheer team and the track team. Allie is escorted this evening by her father, Dr. Joey Newberry. Our first freshman winter sports candidate is Miss Katie Murphy. Katie is the daughter of Daryl and Michelle Murphy. She is a member of the volleyball team, varsity girls basketball, and varsity softball team. Katie is also involved in Pep Club, Beta Club, and is a Trojan ambassador. Katie is escorted this evening by her father, Mr. Daryl Murphy. Miss Chelsea Thomas is our sophomore winter sports candidate. Chelsea is the daughter of Julie Hatcher. She is a member of the varsity cheer team, Pep Club, and SAD Club. Her escort this evening is Mr. Zach Thomas. Representing the junior class for winter sports is Miss Ann Benning Jones. Ann Benning is the daughter of Bo and Nicole Jones. She is a member of the varsity soccer team, cheer team, FBLA officer, Trojan ambassador, Pep Club, Beta, and FCA. This evening, Ann Benning is escorted by her father, Mr. Bo Jones. Our senior winter sports candidate is Miss Sally Settle. She is the daughter of Jeff and Honor Settle. Sally is a member of the dance team, Beta, and FCA. She is escorted this evening by her sister, Priscilla Settle. Mia Long is our freshman spring sports candidate. She is the daughter of Brian and Sally Long. Mia is a member of varsity girls basketball, softball, volleyball, and Pep Club. Mia is being escorted this evening by her father, Mr. Brian Long. Our sophomore spring sports candidate is Miss Kennedy Sutherland. Kennedy is the daughter of Stacy and Allison Sutherland. She is a member of the track team, KYA, and Pet Club. She is being escorted this evening by her father, Stacy Sutherland. Skylar Owens is our junior spring sports candidate. Skylar is the daughter of Tommy and Stacy Owen. She is a member of the track team, cross-country team, FBLA, Beta, and Pep Club. She is escorted this evening by her brother, Zach Owen. Our senior spring sports candidate is Miss Lara Simmons. Lara is the daughter of Eric Simmons and Ann Prophet. She is a member of the varsity softball team in FCA. She is being escorted this evening by her father, Eric Simmons. Hadley Adams is our freshman Pep Club candidate. Hadley is the daughter of Tim and Amanda Adams. She is a member of the varsity soccer team, Beta, FCA, and Pep Club. She is escorted this evening by her father, Tim Adams. Representing the sophomore class for Pep Club is Miss Macy Lockhart. Macy is the daughter of Chad and Amanda Lockhart. She is a member of varsity soccer, girls basketball, and Pep Club. Her escort this evening is her father, Mr. Chad Lockhart. Our junior Pep Club candidate is Miss Olivia Stice. Olivia is the daughter of Shane and Terry Stice. She is a member of the varsity soccer team and Pep Club. Tonight, Olivia is escorted by her father, Mr. Shane Stice. Our last Pep Club candidate is a senior, Miss Gentry Bowles. Gentry is the daughter of Drew and April Russell and John Bowles. She is a member of Pep Club, FCA, FBLA, Beta, Y Club, Trojan Ambassador, and Varsity Soccer. She is escorted this evening by Mr. Drew Russell. At this time, we would like to recognize our 2020 homecoming queen, Elizabeth Bertram. Elizabeth couldn't be here tonight as she is playing in the Mid-South Conference Women's Basketball Championship game for Campbellsville University. We wish her the best of luck. We would now like to recognize our 2021 basketball homecoming king, Mr. Corbin Murphy. Corbin is the son of Daryl Michelle Murphy. He's being escorted by our principal, Miss Amy Irwin. We would also like to congratulate Skylar Newberry, who is first runner-up. And now for the moment that we've all been waiting for. Our 2021 homecoming queen first runner-up is Miss Brianna Crowder. And our 2021 Barren County Basketball Homecoming Queen is Miss Allie Newberry. Yeah. We would like to take this time to thank our sponsors and volunteers, the Corner Shop, Red Man's, Awards Incorporated, and the BCHS Pep Club for hosting this event. Thanks to everyone for attending this year's 2021 homecoming.
And that's the homecoming festivities here from Barren County High School. We'll come back with our halftime report brought to you by South Central Bank after this break. Right now, the Trojans lead Cumberland County 28-24 here at halftime. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Frankel Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. Time to get the Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial second half underway. Third quarter brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Short halftime for, I guess, our viewpoint here with the halftime scoring and stats. But the Trojans lead at 28-24. Both teams had 9 field goals in the first half. Barren shot 8 of 11 free throws. Cumberland was 4 of 8. That's the difference in a basketball game. C has it on the right side for Cumberland County. Fakes one way, goes the other. Try to go up against Withrow, and a foul. And that's going to be Gavin Withrow's first personal, number 1 of the Trojans here in the second half, putting C at the line. He had 15 of Cumberland County's 24 points.
He does a really good job creating his own shots.
First one is good.
Both teams, as you mentioned, hit 9 field goals. They were 9 of 23 for 39%. We were 9 of 29 for 31. Both teams hit 2 3-pointers there in the first quarter.
C knocks both free throws down for 17 now. 28-26. Cumberland County back within 2. They try a half-court trap, 2-2-1. Griggs back on the court. Bounce pass out to Withrow. And now he puts down the dribble. Gives it to Pointer on the left wing. In the middle, here's Griggs working inside. Puts it up. It is good.
Just cut right down the middle.
30-26, Trojans lead it by 4. C right down the lane, throws up the runner. No good, falling away. And we'll get a foul on 33. 2 on Duval. That'll be the first at Cumberland County in the second half. Barren County a chance to stretch the lead a little bit here, leading by 4. Withrow right side over to Griggs. He'll send it back out to Withrow. 1 minute gone here in the third. Griggs out of the right wing. One dribble, sends it out front to Shirley. Left side to Withrow. Withrow looking inside. Here's Griggs surrounded. Going to the basket. He got it stripped loose out of bounds.
Their defense has been pretty good, right around 30% for the first half, and it's just a tough time finding shots, and especially when you're not hitting threes.
Yeah. And here's Griggs trying to go up. Looked like a foul there, but no whistle.
I thought so. He got hit right across the wrist.
Yeah.
That's why it was short.
Cumberland County with the basketball as C, little head fake, hands it off out there to Camfield. Camfield broke it up by Shirley, tried to make a dive for the loose ball out of bounds. Stays with the Panthers. .6:34 to go, third quarter. Barren leads at 30-26. Ball comes into C. C gets a screen out top from Duval. He's out in the middle of the floor between the circles. Now wants to set it up. C gets rid of it over to Purdue. Purdue out to Duval. Duval now gives to Camfield. Camfield broke it up down low by Shirley. And jumping in there was Withrow. Gives it back to Shirley. Feeds it to Griggs. He'll put it up. It's no good. Gets his own rebound. Tried to go back up. Had it taken away.
He's having a tough go around the rim.
C, right side to Camfield, back to C out front. On the dribble, just under 6 to go, third quarter. C driving against Withrow, hooks it off underneath, and a shot put up and in by Sewell. 30-28. Withrow gets fouled out front by C. That's his first and the team's second.
Hopefully it's not a foul-ridden half.
There were 20 fouls called in the first half. Griggs handles the basketball out between the circles. Screened by Shirley right side, then drops back. Gives it to Pointer on the left wing. Now Pointer back out to Griggs and around the horn. It goes to Withrow. Back to Griggs, top of the key. Back to Pointer. Can't shoot the 3. In the corner, he'll fire away, though, and got it from about 12 feet away on the left baseline.
Just had a tough time coming off of a 20-plus point performance against E-Town, finding the shot tonight.
At 23 against Elizabethtown, only 2 tonight. 32-28. So they work it down low. Purdue, and then back to C at long range right. C. The dribble against Withrow, sends it over to Camfield. Camfield now back out to C. Just under 5 minutes to go, third quarter, 32-28 Trojans. C has it stripped away. Withrow comes up with a loose ball. He's falling out of bounds, got rid of it to Pointer. Pointer Right side, Griggs, back to Pointer, bluffs the three. Top of the key, back over to Griggs to the right wing. Back to Pointer, straight away, three-point try, short. Long rebound to the right side of the floor, goes to Sewell. C brings it in front court. Go back to the left side to Camfield, going up the baseline. They almost lost it, put up and in, though, as he gathered it. That was Purdue for his second field goal tonight. It's still a two-point ball game, 32-30. Trojans can't pull away. In the middle, Ryan Shirley heading to the rack. He'll put it up and in. Ryan Shirley, his first 2 points tonight. 34-30, Barren County. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. And Ty C will get rid of it on a give and go. C. Back over goes to Duval. Left side to Camfield. Here's a lob down into Purdue. He'll put it up. Blocked by Murphy, but put up and in by Duval. 34-32. The lead is 2 points. And at trap at midcourt. Here's Shirley left of the lane over to Pointer. Pointer heading to the free throw line. Now gives to Griggs. He's cut off. Back out to Pointer on the right wing. Pointer hooks it back to Griggs. Left side Withrow. Baseline Murphy. Back to Withrow. Gives to Griggs. He wants to drive with against C, but he cuts him off. Now Pointer on the right wing. Fakes, drives, trying to split the defenders. Flips up the shot. No good. Ball slapped out. Grabbed by Griggs. Out to Withrow. Back out to Griggs. Withrow in the left wing. Back out to Shirley. Now here's Withrow left wing. One dribble. Back out top to Pointer. Back to Withrow. Can't shoot the three. Back to Pointer. Right side he goes to Shirley. Now he's picked up his dribble. Bad bounce back out to Griggs. Pointer with it on the left side. Skip pass right side Pointer or to Withrow. Down to Murphy on the end line, and they're going to say he stepped on the baseline.
Zone has really slowed us down, and when they haven't slowed us down with calling fouls, the zone has just kind of got us throwing it around, not cutting, not moving. We need to get a little bit more movement on offense and find some energy here on defense. That's why we're picking up the 1-2-2.
Aiden Miller is checked back in the Trojans lineup. Cumberland County in a trap. They give it out to C. C goes right side with it. As they've got a couple of new players back in the game. Sewell. Here's a long three. No good for C. Rebound pulled down by Aiden Miller. Trojans got it going the other way. Griggs into the front court. Over to Pointer on the left wing. Back out it comes to Griggs. Right side to Withrow. They give it to Miller. Right baseline. Throws it back out to Griggs. In the lane. 14-footer straight away. Good.
That's a shot he's got to be able to create and make that we're really missing tonight.
7 points for Mason Griggs. The lead is 4 for Barren County, 36-32. Now, C trying to drive, lost the handle, picked it back up, throws it across the lane, and a shot put up and in. Sewell gets the basket and will head to the free throw line to foul on Aiden Miller, his third, team second of the half.
Couldn't close out, kind of ran at him and couldn't control himself, so he made body contact. And every possession they have is more like a scrambling possession. It's not, running great sets, back screening, getting stuff that's open. It's just picking up loose balls that we can't corral and getting a layup there.
Free throw missed by Sewell. Rebound to the Trojans. Gavin Withrow off to Pointer. He's cut off. Back to Withrow. Back to Pointer. He'll fire it up for three, and it's good.
Stretching the defense a little bit.
That's only the third three-pointer tonight. Peoples Bank three. Oh, a steal. Pointer's got it in midcourt. Now has it stolen back by C, and Pointer grabs him. Going to be his first, the team's third. With a minute 18 to play in the third period, Barren County with a 5-point lead, 39-34. Timeout by Cumberland County. 1:18 left in the third. Barren County out to a 5-point lead. It's been their largest in quite some time.
What was the point differential in this one supposed to be by the
19
computer ratings?
19 points. Got a Coca-Cola scoreboard update into the third quarter. Clinton County boys 46, Glasgow 33.
Had a bunch of scores from earlier. We didn't get to read them because we had that shortened halftime, or really lengthened halftime, just a shorter report. Look, here's one for you. Bowling Green girls beat Bardstown 60-48. Wow, that's a great win for them. And you know, we've gotten reports that Bowling Green, even though they're on a losing streak, they're actually playing better. Their competition is just way stepped up. So you know, they may be hitting their stride at the right time, and I think they're the definite girls team to beat right now. Even though some polls have us number 1, I think they're going to be tough to beat right now.
Another halftime score in boys action. Greenwood leads Metcalfe County 41-31.
Warden Central was up 30-5 over Christian County at the end of the first quarter. What about that score? 30-5.
30-5. Don't forget, we'll be at Caverna Friday night. Girl-boy doubleheader. Girls at 5:30. Airtime 5:10 here on this Nash 103.7 and 104thescore.com. Cumberland County with the basketball. C has it on the right side against Withrow. They work it inside, and Withrow trying to rip it away. Jump ball possession. Arrow goes to the Trojans. Withrow will bring it up for Barren County. A chance here to stretch the lead a little bit more. 2-2-1 half-court trap. They go in the middle to Griggs. Bounce pass underneath to Miller. He gets hammered trying to go up with a shot.
That's how you need to execute it, though. Get the ball to the middle and go from there.
Foul on Duval will be his third. That'll be Cumberland County's third of the second half. With 55 seconds to play here in the third period. Aiden Miller at the line. His shot goes up. It's good for point number 8. He actually leads the Trojans in scoring right now, as Griggs right behind him with 7. 40-34 Trojans. And Miller for the second of 2 on the way. It bounces and comes off. Rebound to Cumberland County. Sewell. Ty C in the backcourt. Lobs it over. So they lob it back to C on the right side of the floor. He'll send it back over the left side for a long distance 3 that is in and out. And Withrow tried to go for the rebound. Somebody over his back, and it's going to be on Purdue, and that's his 4th. Cumberland County's 4th of the second half. And Caprietta will come back in to replace Purdue. 39.4 to go here in the third quarter. Gavin Withrow handles it. 2-2-1 trap again. And Pointer throws it cross court, throws it away right in the Barren County bench.
Their press is being more effective than ours, turning us over more than we are turning them.
Eli Brooks checking back in the Trojan lineup. Tate Pointer checking out. Got Colton Stevens back in the game for Aiden Miller.
Been an even quarter pretty much, hasn't it?
6 to, let's see, we've scored 12 and they've scored 10. And Briggs slaps it away. They try to throw it over the top of him.
You would have hoped this would have been the quarter where we'd have created some separation, but still very much a game.
Ball comes into C, 24 seconds to play in the third. C now trying to dribble away from the trap. A blocking foul on Gavin Withrow. It's his second, team's 4th. I think it might have been a makeup foul. 17 seconds to play. And see, pushing off Griggs and no call. He walked and no call. They leave it in the corner with Caprietta. Jump pass comes back out to C. Fakes, drives, right to the lane, dishes it off on the right side with 2 seconds. 1, they're not going to get a shot off. Yeah, they will at the buzzer, and it is no good. 40-34, Barren County leads Cumberland County after 3. We'll be back with the 4th and final quarter in just a moment. This is Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. And this fourth and final quarter brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Trojans 40, Panthers 34. As we start the fourth quarter, Cumberland County with the basketball. As they hand it off to Caprietta, they go down in the corner for a three, but Camfield is no good. Offensive rebound by Sewell. Sewell in the right corner needs somewhere to go. He'll throw it back out to C. Bounce pass underneath, broken up, stolen by Colton Stevens. Gives it to Eli Brooks and down to Mason Griggs. Griggs, free throw line, over to Lane Stevens, out to Colton Stevens, hooks it back off to Brooks. He had a three, didn't take it. Gives it back out around the perimeter. Lane Stevens into Griggs, right elbow, feeds it in there to Brooks. He puts it up. It is good. Count it and one.
Eli found a seam, cut right down the middle, and I think that was Griggs with the assist.
Foul is on Duval. That is his fourth. Brooks at the line. A shot goes up, and it's in and out. He was 16 of 18 from the line before that shot. Lead is 8 for Barren County, 42-34. C lobs it back over the left side of Camfield. He's in a trap. Gets rivet back to C. C being chased out there, splits the defenders, lost the handle. Griggs has it for the Trojans. Ahead up to Withrow. Drives the bucket, puts it up and in.
There we go. Timeout.
Cumberland County as the Trojans have pulled out to a 10-point lead now. 44-34 with 6:57 to play.
Couple of good possessions there. We get a turnover, transition bucket. Eli coming off of that and one opportunity he had. So, you know, a little bit of energy, and what's more important, you're putting points on the board to have something to show for it.
Trojanettes winning earlier tonight, 44-35 over the Cumberland County Lady Panthers as we head to Caverna on Friday night for a girl-boy doubleheader. 5:30 start for the girls, on the air at 5:10. Saturday, we will be in Richmond, not at EKU, but at Madison Central, as the Trojans take on Madison Central's Indians in a varsity-only game at 5 o'clock Central Time. We'll have the broadcast at 4:40 from Richmond Saturday afternoon, and then next week, Trojans and Trojanettes travel to Grayson County a week from tonight before coming back home for the regular season final home game. Trojanettes will play Central Hardin, while the Trojans will play Edmondson County. And then the 15th District Tournament will start 2 weeks away, and we'll have all the tournament action every game here on Nash 103.7, 104thescore.com, and BCHS Live. We'll do live stream of each and every tournament game with our audio feed. So looking forward to that. Tournament time, always a fun time. And it's here in Barren County this year. It makes it even better. Ty C with the basketball for Cumberland County, and going to have a reach around on Eli Brooks. That's his second of the team's fifth. Duval came up holding his left arm. Camfield, right corner, wide open three look is good.
They've been getting
nobody
some good
went over there to get on him, and that's Riley Sewell with his 7th point.
Yeah, just playing with fire and not matching up.
Lane Stevens on the right side. Gives it in there to Griggs, right of the lane. Bounces back out to Withrow, over to Colton Stevens. Down the corner to Brooks. Back out to Colton Stevens, straight away over to Withrow. Back out to Colton Stevens. Now he'll get rid of it. Back over to Withrow on the right side. Back to Colton Stevens. 6:15 to play. Barren with a 7-point lead, 44-37. And he comes over to Withrow, and should have been a foul right there.
Yeah.
See, Brooks in the corner. Lane Stevens feeds it in there to Griggs. A lot of traffic, puts it in and draws a foul.
Howard threw it.
Griggs for his 9th point. The lead is on Caprietta. That is his second of the team's 6. Puts the lead back up to 9 for Barren County at 46-37. Griggs, a 77% foul shooter, puts it up. It is good. Bounce in the friendly roll. Back up to 10 for Barren. It's 47-37. Camfield with it for Cumberland County. Bounce pass back to C. C will throw it back across over to Camfield. Back out front to C. Jump pass over the left corner. Camfield works it down low, and a shot put up and in. That is Purdue getting his 6th point of the game. 47-39. Cumberland County wants to trap. Here's Withrow in a triple team. Off to Brooks. Back out to Withrow. In the middle, Griggs turns and has it knocked loose. Down to the floor, scrambling. Lane Stevens comes up with it. Gives it back to Colton Stevens. Out to Withrow. 5:20 to play in the basketball game. Barren County up by 8. And now Withrow. Bounce pass right side. Griggs at long range. Around the horn to Withrow. Here's a backdoor pass coming to Griggs underneath. He puts it up. No, may have got fouled. No whistle. Cumberland County with a rebound going back the other way. 5 minutes to play. Barren up 47-39. Now C driving, throws up the runner, and it is good and a foul.
What a tough shot there, wasn't it?
Very tough shot. Falling away.
I feel like they count on that contact and they just flip something up towards the rim and hopes it goes in, and it did there.
Cuts the lead to 6 at 47-41. That's the 16th foul of the Trojans as C connects on the free throw. Gives him an even 20 on the night, and the lead cut in half. It's 47-42. 4:50 still to play. And Colton Stevens gets rid of it to Withrow, and they foul him as he goes to the deck. And it will be on Duval, and he will foul out of the game. 7th team foul on Cumberland County here in the second half. And they're going to put Harwood back in the game. Gavin Withrow at the line, one of the bonus, 68.5% foul shooter on the season. Shot goes up, and it is too strong. Rebound pulled down by Sewell.
Cut it in half. It was 10. They got it down to 5 and chance to cut it more.
5-0 run by Cumberland County. Jump shot, free throw line, good for C.
One possession game. All of a sudden, Warren needs a timeout, I think.
Yep, 47-44. Barren led 47-37. Cumberland County has come back with 7 straight points. And 4:32 still remaining here in the basketball game.
There was no danger that Cumberland County was going to go away. They have played really hard the whole game, and we knew they were going to do that down the stretch. So when they got down 10, I wasn't very comfortable, and a lot less comfortable now that it's just a 3-point game.
Coca-Cola scoreboard update after 3 periods of play. It's Greenwood 55, Metcalfe County 48. Game in Edmonton tonight.
Haven't got a Glasgow update in a minute, or
last one I got was Clinton 46, Glasgow 33 after 3 periods.
And about half. I've got halfway through the 4th. Clinton's up 7, 50-43. Allen was playing Bowling Green pretty tough. I haven't seen an update on that one either in a minute. Let's see what we got. Well, they ended up winning Bowling Green ended up winning by 11. It was 65-54. So that's, pretty close in comparison to what some teams have been doing against Bowling Green.
Yep. Barren County's basketball, 4:32 left, leading by 3, 47-44. As Withrow. The 2-2-1 again. Goes through the hands of Shirley. Turnover almost, and Miller dug it out of there, and then Shirley came up with it. Withrow over to Griggs. 2-3 zone with Cumberland County. They go in the middle. Here's a turnaround jumper by Miller. No good. C with a rebound for Cumberland County. A chance to tie it on a 3-point shot. C with it out front.
They've gotten the stops, and last few possessions they've been able to make the buckets to go with them.
Go left side with it to Camfield. And in the corner, 3-point shot. No good. Rebound to Corbin Murphy. As Withrow will bring it in the front court. Fires it off to Griggs to the right side. Bounce pass in the middle. Turnaround shot by Shirley. No good, but a foul. And that'll send Ryan Shirley to the charity stripe. Foul is on C, his second, team's 8th. Ryan Shirley puts it up and in. 76.5% foul shooter of the year.
I really thought it should have went on Purdue. He's the one that kind of landed a hand to the face for Ryan Shirley, and that would have been 5, but they got a break.
Second shot good for Ryan Shirley for his 4th point. Back up to 5 at 49-44. 3:35 left in the basketball game.
This is where we need to get some stops.
Sewell with it, long range right. Out front, Harwood. Bounce pass over to Camfield. Camfield on the left side picks up his dribble, goes in the corner, and almost lost out of bounds. Sewell, as the ball went off of Miller. Sewell was falling out of bounds, but threw it off Miller. So Cumberland County will keep it as it comes out to Ty C. Back to Camfield. Baseline goes underneath. It's Purdue. Lost the handle and got a foul. Foul on Ryan Shirley. It's going to be his third, and that'll be the Trojans' 7th of the half. Going to put Purdue at the line, and he's a pretty good foul shooter according to the stat sheet. 82.5% on the season. And he missed it. And what we got? A foul on the rebound. And they put it on Harwood.
That's his second foul, blocking out on a free throw. He pushed Lane all the way underneath the bucket earlier in the first half.
Yeah, that's going to be the third foul on Harwood. 9 on the Panthers here in the second half. And Ryan Shirley at the charity stripe. Shot goes up. Got it. 3 for 3 for Ryan Shirley. All in this quarter. It's 50-44 Trojans.
We'll take a miss on a front end and trade it for 2 makes on our end.
And got them both. 51-44 Barren County. 3:10 still to play. And Barren County trying to chase C. Jumper three-pointer, no good. With a rebound, Aiden Miller off to Gavin Withrow. Bounce pass right over to Griggs. Griggs turns, drives, kicks it off in the right corner. Miller will fire. It's no good. And Shirley puts it back up and into the offensive board.
I think everybody was just ball watching there, and it fell right in Ryan Shirley's lap.
6 points for Ryan Shirley all in this quarter. And it's back up to 9. Here's a long 3 by Camfield. It's no good. Shirley claims the board for the Trojans. Off to Withrow. Ahead up to Miller. Bounce pass is going to be kicked out of bounds. Trying to go to Griggs underneath the basket. And Coach Curtis Claywell will call for a timeout for his Panthers with 2:30 left to go in a basketball game. Barren County 53, Cumberland County 44. When you're away from your radio, log into Nash1037.com to get the games live on your computer, laptop, or smartphone, or use the app tab button on the Nash 1037 Facebook page.
You can kind of feel Cumberland County getting a little bit more desperate now. They feel the clock winding down a little bit, and they're starting to throw up some shots a little earlier in their possessions than they have the whole game, and they're not making them, fortunately for us, and that's why we've been able to stretch it back out almost to the 10-point lead again, and see if we now have it on the right track to kind of close this one out.
And that's been the largest lead of the game, 10. Mason Griggs will toss it in left side of the basket for the Trojans. So he comes in the corner to Miller. Now gives to Withrow. There's Griggs inside. Triple teamed. Gives it over to Shirley on the right side. Out to Griggs. He'll give it to Withrow. Back to Griggs on the right side. Now Griggs puts down the dribble. Going to have to come get it. It's Withrow against Ty C. He'll work it to the left side, reverses back right. Now looking, gives rid of it to Griggs. He wants to drive against his defender, goes to the basket, he gets fouled. It'll be on Sewell, his third, team's 10th.
We got to know the plays. We clearly had a couple of guys out of position and in the way there. That was a clear out for Griggs. That's a play Warren's ran since I played. And it's just an easy clear out that ended with free throws, but could have been a little bit more disastrous if Griggs didn't make a play.
And Mason Griggs scores his 11th point of the basketball game on that free throw. He'll have one more. Shot goes up good. 55-44. That's the largest lead for Barren County as we come down to the 2-minute mark of the basketball game. C working around the top of the key, wants to drive left of the lane, hooks it off in the left corner. And here's a shot going up way short, missed everything. Harwood, a lot of traffic out to C. Camfield for 3. It bounces off the rim. And we're going to get a foul on the rebound. Let's see who they're going to put it on.
Our Mr. Rebound foul. Again, Harwood, I think. 4
on Harwood. And with 1:46 remaining, Barren County with an 11-point lead, a chance to extend it with Ryan Shirley at the charity stripe. Coca-Cola scoreboard update. Final score in. Metcalfe County comes back to beat Greenwood 69-64.
That's maybe a eyebrow raiser.
As they overcame a second quarter 18-point deficit, looks like, according to the text. Second shot is missed, and it's Miller with a rebound. Out to Griggs. He gives to Withrow. Working left side, almost a high dribble. Backdoor pass. Griggs to the basket, puts it in and one.
That same exact play. We tried to run with a few people in the way. Well, we run it again, clear it out. Everybody did what they were supposed to there, and you see Griggs get the back door, hit it, and get a chance to add one.
Starting to pull ahead now, 58-44 with 1:35 to play. Griggs 4-4 the stripe, puts it up, and it bounces in. 59-44, 15-point lead now with 90 seconds remaining. C with the basketball for Cumberland County around the top of the horn. Double teamed. He'll throw it off to Camfield. He's going to fire it up for three, and he drains it.
He's missed about his last 4 in a row. I think they've missed 5 in a row threes until they hit that one.
Camfield hit one in the first quarter, now one in the fourth for his 6. 59-47. Driving the basket strong is Griggs, and he lays it in.
Mason took a long time to get going, but once he has, he's on a roll here.
14 of the second half for Mason Griggs. He's got 17 for the ball game at 61-47, just under a minute to play. Now C gives it out to Camfield. Back over to C. Long range left. They'll throw it in the corner. Shot goes up, and it is no good. Crashing aboard is Mason Griggs. He'll slow it down with 48 seconds to play. Withrow against Ty C into the front court. Right side, it goes to Miller. He'll bring it out. 38 seconds left. Looking for Griggs. He's got it on the left side out front. Back to Withrow. 34 seconds to go. Withrow stops and turns and gives it out to Shirley. 30 seconds remaining. Barren County's going to go to 16-6 on the year. Cumberland County will fall to 4-16.
Ended up a pretty good win, but we had to fight for this one a little harder maybe than we thought we would. But a lot of effort from Cumberland.
15 seconds as Withrow being chased. And they're going to say he stepped on the midcourt line. Give it back to Cumberland County with 11.7.
Give us a chance to get some subs in here. Get our starters out.
Colton Stevens, Lane Stevens, Travis Jones, Taylor Ogles, and MJ Pendleton will check into the Trojan lineup with 11.7 to go.
Wrap up this next to last home game in the regular season.
As the ball will come into play to Ty C. 9 seconds left. Comes off the screen, goes left at a three-point jump shot that's no good. Gets his own rebound, throws it back up, a one-hander no. Rebound loose again. Ty goes up and throws it over the backboard. That's the ball game. And Barren County wins it 61-47 over Cumberland County. We'll come back with a post-game report brought to you by CPC Commodities. Proven in our farm and made for yours. Following Trojan basketball. Brought to you by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 1037. Trojans win tonight 61-47 over Cumberland County here at Barren County High School as we welcome you to the CPC Commodities postgame report. The Trojans trailed at the end of one, 15-10, came back in the second quarter, outscored Cumberland County 18-9 to take a 28-24 lead at the break. And then it was 40-34 Trojans after 3 periods of play. Barren County scores 21 in the fourth quarter to Cumberland County's 13 to finish with a 14-point win, 61-47 as the Trojans go to 16-6 on the year. Cumberland County falls to 4-16. Cumberland County tonight had 18 field goals. 4 of those were three-pointers. They were 7 of 13 from the foul line. One player in double figures, Ty C, with 22 points. That's about his average on the year, averaging 21.5 points a game. He had 15 in the first half and finished with 7 points in the second half. Only 2 field goals in the second half for Ty C. Briley Sewell scored 7, 6 for Randall Camfield. Also Hunter Purdue scored 6, 4 for Michaela Caprietta, and 2 points for Deacon Duval. The scoring for the Panthers tonight. For the Trojans, 20 field goals, which was 2 more than the Panthers, with 3 of those 3-point shots. 18 of 25 from the foul line. Only 1 player in double figures tonight for the Trojans, as Mason Griggs finished the night with 17. He only had 3 points in the first quarter and picked up a couple of fouls there. Only had 3 points at halftime. Finished with 14 in the second half on 5 baskets and 4 for 4 at the foul line. 17 for Mason Griggs. Just under double figures tonight was Ryan Shirley. He had a couple of field goals and 5 of 6 from the charity stripe for his 9 points. He scored 7 of those 9 in the fourth quarter. Aiden Miller with 8 points tonight. He had 7 of those 8 in the second quarter. 3 baskets, 1 of 2 from the foul line. He was 1 of 2 at the foul line in the third quarter. So 8 points for Aiden Miller tonight. 6 for Corbin Murphy. He had a couple of field goals, 2 for 2 from the line in the first half. Lane Stevens had 5, had a 3-point basket and 2 for 2 from the foul line. Also 5 tonight for Gavin Withrow, a 3 and a 2. Tay Pointer with 5 tonight, a 3-pointer and a 2-point basket. Eli Brooks had a couple of baskets for 4. He was 0 for 1 from the foul line. And Taylor Ogles scored 2 points tonight for the Trojans, as he was 2 of 4 from the charity stripe. And I think that was all the scoring for Barren County tonight. Stat-wise, what do we got?
Looks like Barren County was 20 of 47 for 43%. We came on a little bit as we went down the stretch after opening the game at 25%. We slowly increased and found our groove, so 43% for the game. Cumberland County was 18 of 45 for 40%, so they shot it pretty well. Neither team shot the 3 really well. They hit 4 out of 18. We were 3 out of 13. Rebounds-wise, we won that battle 25-20. We turned the ball over 9 times compared to 10, and we assisted on 11 of our 20, and they 7 of their 18 field goals. So all in all, we turned the corner at the right time and get a good win going into, we'll see, Friday night, right?
Friday night at Caverna. Yep. More of our post-game report coming up here from Barren County High Schools. The Trojans win tonight 61-47 over Cumberland County. This is Barren County basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. Trojans win 61-47 over Cumberland County here tonight. Coach Warren Cunningham joins me. Coach, congratulations to you. Win number 16 in the books. And Cumberland County, a scrappy physical basketball team. They're a better 4-16 team than I've seen.
Well, we tried to convince our guys of that, because when you look at their scores, they've played. They've played some good teams really close and haven't been able to get over the hump. You know, they've lost a tough one in Metcalf a few days ago, and they've lost 2 close games to Clinton County. We know how good they are. So, you know, they've had some. They beat Glasgow a few weeks ago, so they've had some really close losses. They've had some good wins, and you know, before their last 2 games, they had won 3 of their last 4. And C is really, really good. Yeah. I mean, he's tough to guard. He would be a really good player on any team in our region, and you know, give them credit. They are scrappy. They play really hard. They were physical. Had some size in the paint. You know, that kept us off the glass a little bit and kept us from finishing some plays early in the game. And you know, we got a little sideways, I thought, from time to time. But you know, we just I thought some guys made some plays there toward the end and able to push out the lead there a little bit.
Yeah, I thought you did a lot better job defensively the second half on C. You held him only 2 field goals there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not just one guy. You can't do it with just the guy out guarding him. It's got to, you know, they set the ball screen there for him a lot, and you got to do a really good job on the ball screen. Probably didn't work as much on that, but leading up to today as we should have. But you know, they had some success there with it and stuck with it a great deal, and it caused us some problems. But in the second half, we did a little bit better job of keeping him in front of us.
Thought you executed a lot better there in the second half, especially the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I thought even in the third quarter we got the ball where we wanted it. We kept dribbling when we were in the paint, dribbling around the basket instead of just catching it and scoring it. Something we got to work on as a group. But you know, we did. We got the ball into the middle of the zone and made some plays. And I mean, Mason is good in there, and he's set for a long stretch of the first half. He's got to stay out of foul trouble. You know, that's 2 straight games that he's set over here with us a lot in the first half, and we're a better team when he's on the floor because of his ability to make plays and to finish some of those plays.
Ryan Shirley came through there for you in the fourth quarter, hit 5 of 6 free throws.
Yeah, and I thought he was better. We need him to score some. You know, probably not going to score 20 very often, but we need him to contribute offensively, to finish plays. He made a couple baskets around the rim, and free throws, like you said. I thought Corbin gave us good minutes there. You know, he was effective there, especially early in the game. Miller was good there in the second quarter. You know, the other guys, I thought Colton gave us good energy. You know, Taylor Ogles went in there and made a couple free throws. Lane Stevens and Eli, you know, both made some shots. Tay wasn't as sharp as he has been, but you know, he'll be back. He'll be fine. He's just got to learn. You know, we got to look at some things on film and look at some things that the teams are kind of doing against us a little bit in the pressure. And you know, at times we put guys in tough situations with where we pass them the ball, and we got to do a little bit better job of that. And then when we get it in trap, we got to do a better job of getting it out of the trap and through the traffic. It seems like we just get balls slapped and poked and everything else, that we can't get it through the traffic cleanly to get good shots. Yeah.
Well, you go on the road to Caverna Friday night. You only got one more home regular season game to go, and that'll be next Thursday with Edmonson County. But Caverna on Friday, and then on the road Saturday at Madison Central for a 5 o'clock game. Caverna, what do you know about them?
Don't know a lot yet. We just kind of get back. You know, it's not a team that we see. You know, on the. You know, very much, but we usually play them early in the season, but we'll get to looking at some film here in the next tomorrow, and get ready for these guys Friday. It's always a tough place to play over there. You know, it's a small place, but it can get really loud from time to time, and we've had some good games with them over the years, whether it be here or there. So, you know, it's the biggest thing at this time of year. You got to be ready every day, whether that's for practice or games. And you know, we didn't have a very good workout yesterday, and so we try to tell our guys, I mean, you can't practice bad and play good at this time of year. You know, especially at this time of year. But we've got to be sharper in practice and have good focus, and that carries over to the games.
Yeah. Coach, congratulations to you.
Thanks, Jeff.
Coach Warren Cunningham, the Trojans, winning tonight 61-47 over Cumberland County, and we will come back and wrap things up after this break. This is Barren County Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. And here's our final scores again tonight. The girls' game, Barren County 44, Cumberland County 35. And the boys' game, the Trojans 61 and Cumberland County 47. Our next broadcast will be Friday night from Caverna High School. Trojans and Trojanettes taking down the Colonels and Lady Colonels. And the girls' game will start at 5:30 on Friday. We'll be on the air at about 5:10 to bring you the broadcast of both games. And then Saturday afternoon, we'll travel up to Richmond as the Trojans will take on Madison Central for a 5 o'clock ball game. And we'll be on the air at 4:40 Saturday afternoon from Richmond, Kentucky. That's going to wrap it up. I want to thank Robert Bauer, our statistician tonight, Cameron Brown, Todd Belcher, and the Nash 103 studios on controls. Until Friday night, this is Jay Turner. Thanks for being with us, and good night from Barren County High School.